Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Callaway Stadium, home of the LaGrange Panthers. Today, 2018, is it October 21st or 20th? Which one is it?
That would be the 20th.
That's October 20th, 2018. We're going to see the LaGrange Panthers take on the Maryville Fighting Scots. Getting ready for the coin toss. Everybody's clearing off the band. The band is on the field.
It is.
I am Bo McMichael with Score Sports, bringing you live football college action here in LaGrange, Georgia. My co-host today is Craig Chapman. Craig, how are you doing today, sir?
It's great. Great to be here, Bo. Excited to be at homecoming.
Yes, we have a nice little matchup here, ladies and gentlemen. We have a LaGrange graduate calling the game and a Maryville College graduate calling the game, so we definitely have homers. I'm the class of 97. And what class? 98 or 99?
99.
Class of 99 for LaGrange. So we're getting ready for the coin toss here and getting ready for the action. Let's go ahead and talk a little bit about keys for the game, okay? Let you talk a little bit about LaGrange Panthers there, Coach Chapman.
Well, the first key is going to be the weather. Watch LaGrange in warm-ups. Know they like to throw the ball as a spread offense. Going to have some wind coming in. Also with some intermittent rain. It rained really hard in pregame. I know the field's turf, but hey, if you get somebody going the wrong way, receivers know which way they're running on the route, and get a corner to slip, a safety to slip, get a chance for a big play. But I watched the special teams units. Going with the wind, LaGrange kicker looked to be good from about 53. It was hard to tell with the punters. They were just kind of pooching it in there. But the conditions are way different in warm-ups than they are right now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we had the tent down and everything, wondering how things were going to play out here on that matter. So it should be very interesting. From a Maryville College perspective, they're coming in 3-0 in conference play, 3-2 overall. Pretty excited for Coach Hayes and the Fighting Scots from Maryville, Tennessee. Should be very interesting to see how they handle the drive. They look like they got the call, won the toss, and deferred based on the hand signals from Whitecap. And looks like LaGrange will get the ball. Once again, I'm Bo McMichael with my co-host Craig the Man Chapman. Going to sit back and enjoy a little bit of football today. We've got a couple angles we'll throw at you, a little instant replay action. Hopefully it'll be a lot of fun. Not looking for a lot of smart football action because I'm not that smart, so I won't do that one. But I get to actually call my alma mater. So with no further ado, we'll go ahead and get ready for some action here. Maryville's already on the field. Looks like LaGrange's getting ready to go. And we'll get started. Any outcome, any guesses there, Coach?
Well, it's homecoming, and I was lucky enough to come to one of these one time, and LaGrange won late, and I mean late in the fourth quarter. So I'm going to take LaGrange by a field goal.
Okay. No way in Hades will I agree with that. I like Coach Chambers, but I'm a Maryville Scot, so I'm going to say Maryville by 2 touchdowns.
Oh, wow.
They're getting things going, and they're getting things going very fast. So we'll see actually how that actually plays out. 15 minutes on the clock for the first quarter. We'll keep you updated. Not going to run the clock tonight, but on the bottom. But we'll keep you updated for the downs and distance. LaGrange is in their red. Maryville's in the white. Maryville will be kicking off left to right. Here we go. Hopefully the rain will hold off. It is a nice cool breeze, and we have some Yellow Jackets up here. Unfortunately, they're not the football Yellow Jackets. We have stinging and biting Yellow Jackets, so if I was to scream like a little school person, I'll enjoy myself doing that.
Being a Yellow Jacket fan, I would make a derogatory comment.
I appreciate you not doing that.
I will not do that.
No, you held in there, and that's all that matters.
They're not playing for a deep kick right here, Bo.
Go down there. Now they're going to. Well, let's see what happens. Hey, pooching it.
It is pooched.
Right around the 30-yard line. He's going to call a fair catch.
That is fair caught by number 7, Cameron White. So LaGrange will take over. 1st and 10 at their own 28.
And I think we jinxed ourselves saying that the rain was over with, and then it just started sprinkling again.
Oh, no, it's just,
I hear you.
This is just LaGrange. It's going to do this.
Yes, it is.
Tight spread look to start off with. And our friends, the referees, are already blowing the whistle.
I got to make sure everything's okay and good to go.
They reset the play clock.
Yep. Well, definitely we have a play clock. It's a little bit different from the high school thought process, so it's always interesting to see.
Screen dropped. I just gave you the straight Major League announcement.
That
right
was
there.
good. Screen and drop, and here we go.
I had a little something on the corner right there. Faked the inside zone, went to the screen, to the motion man. Got 2nd and 10 right now at the 28. LaGrange going to a 3-receiver, 2-back look, kind of a H-back. Play act sacked. Sacked by number 92 from Maryville. That's Ron McGriff, senior from Roanoke, Texas. Loss of 4 on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 14.
Was doing some production arrangements there, Coach Chapman. Sorry about that. Back to live action here.
First big 3rd down right here. Going to get a 3-man front from the Scots right here. Quarterback draw. And that is a big quarterback.
And the nice thing is, while we're calling the game, I'm also editing. So, you know, if we hear that silence and the lull.
Well, that was Cam Perkins on the carry. Picked up about 9. It'll bring up 4th and 6. Oh, man. Shake the punt.
Yeah, over to the far right of the field.
It's about a 17-yard punt right there.
And Maryville will take, yes, right at the 49-yard line, right on the cusp of LaGrange territory here early in the season. Oh.
Well, you didn't. If you're LaGrange, that's not the start you were looking for.
No.
Playing a team that's 3-0 in the conference.
Sorry for the jerking of the cameras. We're all trying to get used to each other real quick, and we're not doing a good job. We're just happy that it's not raining.
1st and 10, Maryville. LaGrange in a 3-4 look. Maryville's in tight end trips to the field.
So they look like they do a lot of check with me calls. It's going to fake out everybody that's filming and that's getting involved here real quick.
Left guard got started early on that one. That was going to be the 1-back power.
Back to the snap. Ball start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
So that will bring up 1st and 15. Same play. Just ran the 1-back power. Gain 6. Bring up 2nd down and 9. A really good surge by the front of the Fighting Scots right there, Coach.
A 2-yard gain right there is, I will say that I played the offensive line, so they were much, I wasn't that big. So it's always nice to see the difference of that.
Quarterback played nicely right there.
No, actually looks like a loss of yardage.
I gained 1. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. I see it. LaGrange is going to hold up the thing. Is that thing for money down? So you got 3rd and 8, doubles, motion to trips. Screen.
Oh, got him right there. Tell you one thing, he better glad he caught that ball.
Yes.
That was a live ball. Live ball and in color right there.
So 2 drives and 2 stops.
I tell you, I love being wrong, and I'm wrong so many times that I'm right that I'm wrong.
It's going to be a quick kick. I just heard someone yell right return.
We're all sitting in anticipation here. Once we kind of settle down our nerves, nice little quick kick.
Well, that's one way to not have to practice punt team. After about a 32-yard punt right there, maybe 33-yard punt, LaGrange will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Well, for those people that want to watch some instant replay, this next series, I'm going to try to multitask, not only run 3 cameras, but do a little bit of the action in that direction. So we'll see.
So you're saying that your plate is full?
Oh, my goodness gracious. I'm stomping like a mule over here.
And the chains broke.
Oh, the chains broke. That's a new thing. You just get a pair of pliers, clank those things back together, and start again.
I think we got it fixed down there now. Maybe. Doubles for LaGrange right here. Be interesting to see what they do. Threw a screen, got a sack, and had a quarterback draw.
Come back out with a shotgun.
RPO.
Oh. Whew.
Whew. That was you could say that ball was put in a dangerous area.
He was looking for it. He was definitely looking for it right there. Please give me the ball. Please give me the ball.
Trips left right here for LaGrange on 2nd and 10. Quick hitch to the boundary. Going to pick up about 7. Bring up 3rd and 3. That was number 14 on the reception, Austin Sapp from LaGrange. Going to bring up 3rd and a long 3 right here. Slot left, gun backfield. Motion. Inside zone. And not a first down. Gain of 1.
Second series for LaGrange. I think you have to punt the ball away here. I mean, you're on the 29-yard line right there, Coach.
The only time you don't punt the ball away is if you're Creekside.
Yeah.
So.
At least they're calling it, and everybody's rushing out there and see if they get a good punt away here.
You know, they tight punt last time. You might see if they shift and see if they can draw them offside. They did huddle this time, so there could be, as Coach Collins calls it, shenanigans afoot. Everybody is up for the Scots.
Oh, high snap. Gets it away. I tell you one thing, it almost got that Maryville College player. The word of Peter, get it the heck away from there. You're fighting Scott.
And then the returner stepped up there and caught it. That was a no return on about a 35-yard punt.
Much better than the 17-yard punt that they had to begin with right there, so that's good already.
Yeah, that was not bad considering the snap. And Maryville is on. That's a horrible spot, man. That is a terrible spot.
Terrible spot in the sense of LaGrange or Maryville?
For Maryville.
Yes, I would felt like they were at least on the 47.
He got hit and drove back. That's what that guy's telling him right now, and they still spotted it there.
Said, nope, it's going to be on the 33.
That guy said, I made up my mind, and you don't count.
Yep.
Tight end trips to the field again. Buck sweep.
Got 2 pulling guards right there.
Either that or it was just power sweep because they pulled the left guard I saw.
Okay.
He got a nice block on the edge. Gain of 11, and that's our first down of the game.
Yes. Kicking back into the running game here for the Fighting Scots. In the white, LaGrange in the red.
RPO. Oh. That was just a straight play action go. And he ran right by the corner.
One of those ones where you're hoping that he gets it, and nope, not happening.
It's almost like he was trying to bend that to the post, and the ball carried him back to the sideline. He just couldn't adjust to it.
I don't like to use the word too wide open, but it almost felt like that.
Wow.
Is that a quick timeout?
That was a quick screen, and they're going to call
legal
somebody
procedure.
didn't get set or LaGrange lined up all sides. One of the two.
They're pointing towards Maryville. Looks like they're going to head and mark it off on Maryville.
And they had them, too. They had 3-on-2 over here. And that
all
was
11 players. He just gave it to all 11.
Nobody was set.
Yeah, nobody set.
They snapped the ball before anybody got set. That's your fault, quarterback. We just didn't call it on you. Quarterback's wearing number 21. It's a great number for a quarterback.
I'm a preference of number 9.
I like number 9, too.
Yes.
But if you're going to go with a different number.
Right. You might as well go with 21.
Switch the front. Wow, they are going to test the edge, man. They shifted to the tight end trips to the other side of the field, to the wide side of the field, ran the stretch, and that might have been what the play was the previous
they're
time.
able to hold the end, LaGrange is. I mean, as much as they are testing that edge, I mean, as soon as it happens, we might have an opportunity to come up and actually take a look at this here shortly.
That 3rd and long right here. They threw a screen on the first 3rd and long. I would look for something down the field right here. There it is, 1st down.
And then some, all the way down to about the 39-yard line.
Gain of about 17, 18 on the play. Nice little inside post, quick skinny post right there. I was just corrected by the PA announcer.
Yeah.
He said 16. He's got a spotter, though.
Oh, beggars can't be choosers there, buddy. Hang in there.
Ooh. I'm not so sure that formation was legal. Had the tight end on the other side of the field. Both guys on here were off the ball. Unless, that's the one thing about playing quick. Sometimes you line up somebody in a funky spot. This could have been the tight end down here. Tight end trips again. Wow, LaGrange got it packed in there.
I'll tell you one thing, I would not be a fan of the old check with me, and they're jumping and stopping. I just got to breathe and relax. Nothing again.
This guy,
I mean, he's running it hard.
Gain of 1. They ran it away from the trips that time. LaGrange is just eating up their guards and trying to keep them from getting out, letting all the linebackers run. Because their linebackers are clean. I got a good view of it up here on the board. They're just making a pile right there at the front, and that's the old school, what everybody said we should have done the west side making. Trips to the field on 3rd and 9.
Got to get all the way down to about the 29-yard line to get a 1st down here for Maryville.
Same play as last time. Quarterback can run for a 1st down if he wants to.
He's looking. Across his body.
He was pretty close to being over the line of scrimmage right there, too.
I'll tell you one thing. When he was scrambling out to his right and doing the old Brett Favre against his body, just stresses me out as a fan of the sport. Watching a quarterback do that on that part, it's just like, hey, I hope it works out.
I think if he had it to do it all over again, he would have ran for the 1st down.
I know. Well, he was trying to make a play. They're going to go for it here. You think it's that or a quick kick?
If I'm them, I'm going to quick kick because you've gotten the field position game.
And just sit them deep?
Mm-hmm. Right now, Maryville has gotten to the point where they've gotten a few things on their offense. They don't really know what they're doing. They're going to kick it. He backed up.
Yep. And they're pooching it all the way down. It hits right inside the 10.
And they're going to stop it at the 2.
At the 2-yard line.
Very nice call.
Nice. Hats off to the punter / quarterback, Danny White, for the Dallas Cowboys.
You went there.
Oh, yeah, that's retro, man. There are not a lot of people in this world that are going to get that.
And all my Falcons sense just went nuts. 1980 still seems like yesterday.
Got around 7:24 on the clock here in the 1st quarter.
Panthers going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 3, and they need something positive on 1st down. Their 1st down plays have not been
They're
good.
definitely behind enemy lines here. sitting right here on the 4 to 3 yard line.
It's going to be interesting to see. I mean, they've been in doubles. They're going to be quarterback under center. I wonder if it's quarterback sneak.
And that's what you were thinking, and that's what they were doing.
Like it when I'm right.
Yeah, I know. They're going to open up everybody else like that. Might as well do that.
That's their best first down play, and it was 2 yards.
All right.
So got 2nd and 8 right here, sitting right smack dab in the middle of the field at the right about the 6 yard line. And we're going to be right back in doubles.
2nd down and 7.
Wow, they gave him 3 on that.
Oh, they're going to say.
All right, then. Stretch. And
stuffed at the line. Ooh. Goodness.
I can tell you right now, just by watching it on the hoof, the Scots on defense are getting after it.
They are, but I feel like both teams are. I mean, and once again, I'm not trying to be a homer on either side, but I feel like everybody's trying to run it to the outside. I think your best bet is straightforward. Every time they try to run, the speed on both teams is really locking it down.
Well, LaGrange just changed personnel and brought in an extra guard and lined him up in the backfield. I know he's not a guard, but he looks like one. That guy's big.
3rd and 6. You talking about one on to the right?
Yeah, a little power back.
Yep.
That was going to – timeout LaGrange.
All right. So, Coach Chapman, talk to me a little bit about what was your experience like here at LaGrange College. You get a chance to talk a little bit about the LaGrange experience. I have that opportunity to talk about a little bit about Maryville, but give both of us an opportunity here. Go ahead.
Now, it was a unique situation. I went to a college that had less students than my high school did.
Okay.
And
in the 90s, it was a new college, realistically, a growing college. It
was.
Had been around for a while, but
it was, it'd been around for a while. But to drive through, like I told you coming in, it's not the same school I went to. It's a beautiful place now, and I went here. My brother-in-law went here, and it's one of those things. A lot of the stuff that I had a chance to go through here, it broadened my horizons because of the liberal arts education that you went through.
Right.
I would have never taken a drama survey class if it wasn't, part of the thing. But it was really interesting and cool to get to do some of those things. Geology, though, was not my favorite.
No, it wasn't your favorite?
No. All right, so LaGrange just switched it up and brought the true tight end. Well, just moved the guy up there in a tight end set right here.
Well, it's a big down here for LaGrange. I think that's why you came out and called a timeout. You got to make sure the right play is being called.
And I hate to say it, but with the punting display that we've had,
and we got a 17-yard punt and a 35-yard punt.
And the 35-yard punt rolled 15 or 20
right.
yards. So
it's going to always roll. How many yards?
17.4.
17.4.
Maryville's got 3-on-2 over here, so they've got a decided advantage.
He pulls it.
That's an interesting play call on 3rd and 6, but it's a safe play call.
Took out the ref.
The umpire was on the ground.
He was able to get back up, though. It's hats off to him on that end. And we'll get ready for the punt. 4th down and 5. 3 series for the LaGrange Panthers. 3 and out. No first downs as of yet here in the first quarter.
And I would expect Maryville to come after this punt.
Oh, that other one was a high snap.
It was. And they're going to get a gift.
They were just ready to throw that flag.
They're going to get a gift.
And it's going to stay LaGrange ball.
Did the
Say what?
Did the guy from Maryville pick the flag up?
I think he didn't hand it back to the Mr. Ref. It's always a nice thing.
So are they giving him 15 on this?
They're going to say it. They're definitely saying it's purple.
Wow.
Defense. 15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
And you can see right here, I mean, look here on the, the little nice little instant replay here. We'll take it. Whoa. Nope, back it up. There we go. He knocked him and twisted him a little bit. Yeah.
You got two of them there.
I don't know if it was worth 15 yards, but, hey, give that man a hand. He got the team their first down of the first quarter.
There you go.
Too many first right there, but I'll keep going with it.
Hey, as a Panther, we'll take it any way we can get it.
And away we go.
1st and 10 at the 24 right here. Motion. There's been a change at quarterback.
Throw and catch.
And a gain of 12.
About to the 36-yard line. Way to keep both feet in, and they're heading back down to go at it again. A little hurry up.
Yeah.
Number 2 for LaGrange is in.
LaGrange has changed quarterbacks.
Ball on the ground. Picks it up. Let's see if he can make something out of nothing.
Nice, smart play of getting that over a receiver's head and out of bounds. Quarterback is Caleb Spear from Mary Persons.
Okay.
And they throw the ball a little bit at Mary Persons, so this is probably right up his alley.
Glad to have everybody with us today here at Callaway Stadium.
LaGrange is going to do a little check with me.
Nice homecoming crowd once the rain cleared up.
Yeah, it did turn out to be a nice crowd. Shallow cross is there.
Able to get up. They both crossed each other out. It's going to be enough for a first down all the way down to about the 38-yard line for LaGrange.
24-yard gain, another first down.
You had 4 Scots sitting there right at the 40-yard line. Almost they all looked like they blocked each other there for a second.
Dropped into the high hole, playing the dig. Snuck number 1 right down in there. Appears to be Tyler Benjamin, sophomore wide receiver from Soberton, Georgia. 1st and 10 at the 40 right here. Doubles. Motion into a stack look up the top. Going to the post. Nice defense. Oh.
Let's see if he had his hand on his shoulder. We'll see this on the instant replay here. Looking back here.
It's on his right shoulder.
Yeah, I mean, he reaches up. Almost he didn't need to do it. It slowed him down a little bit. You know, it's just one of those.
It's one of those that could or couldn't be called. You see
right.
it every time the ball's thrown deep, there's going to be some kind of hand fighting. But that picks up another first down, so that's 4 first downs on this drive, 2 of them by penalty.
Pass interference.
And the Scots have got to be sick right now because they were off the field.
15-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Throwing flags left and right to each other.
Trips are up to the field. RPO hitch.
Oh.
Gain of 5.
Good play right there.
I thought he was about to take the football away from him.
He thought about it. He was looking for the tackle rather than the ball, which is pretty good.
So you got 2nd and 5 now here at the 20-yard line. LaGrange has gone to the 3 wide receivers, a power back. I think that power back's actually wearing number 50.
3 minutes in the first quarter remains.
Trap.
Nothing there.
Gain of right at 4.5.
He kept driving his legs, man. Got an extra 3 yards when I'm sitting there saying nothing's there.
It's going to bring up 3rd and really short. And they're going to go fast right here to try to catch him. Well, I said that. They changed personnel, so they got to hold it up. And now we're going to have a conversation. The head lineman is telling him it's a first down. And the white hat said, no, it's not. It's third down. He said, I don't care what you say. It's third down.
Third down in inches.
3rd and 1 from the 15-yard line.
Yeah. Would you do a quarterback sneak? And you got to, I mean, it looks like a.
Well, if they had 15 in the game, I'm sure they would.
Oh,
they're going
to pass it. What are you doing?
Nah, they're going to go for it on 4th down. So
I know, but what are you doing? I'm still.
Now they're going to run the quarterback sneak. Yeah.
Glad to have everybody with us here at Callaway Stadium. Homecoming for LaGrange Panthers, taking on the Fighting Scots of Maryville. I'm Bo McMichael with my co-host Craig Chapman, bringing you live college football action here on a wonderful Saturday afternoon in LaGrange, Georgia.
Here comes the quarterback sneak. First, no.
Goes
he may
off
not
to
have
the
got it. He did get it, finally. He got lucky, too. You don't want to stick the football out like that.
No.
In a mass of people.
No, because the only thing bad, I mean.
Back to the 4 wide receiver set for LaGrange. First down at about the 19 going in. First trip into the red zone. Maryville sitting in looks like they're in a nickel set. That's a bad pass. Threw it right
Almost ill-advised throwing that into that type of coverage.
Tried to sneak him between those split safeties, but he had covered underneath and over the top. Going to bring up 2nd down and 10 at the 19. This right here is a great down for a screen.
Sounds like you're trying to make a play call there, Coach.
I'm just saying, they're fake the screen. There it is. And they're going to get it, call it back.
Got it inside. What they're going to call holding?
They're going to call holding on LaGrange. And it was holding. That dude tackled the guy.
To make sure
yes,
he wasn't going to get the ball.
Him.
He's going to make sure that he didn't get it.
So far on this drive, I sound smart. I had a quarterback sneak called.
Well, you would want to, have that opportunity to call that drive, so I understand that.
That was a really nice setup on the screen. But that right there drops you back. It's now going to be 2nd down and 20. And you just used your best screen, I would guess, for that situation. So now you're going to have to.
And it's moving backwards at this point.
Now you got to save points right here. First down is secondary. You're in field goal range. You got to save points. Be smart with the ball. Option route for 5.
About a 4-yard gain, give or take.
Somewhere right in there.
About 90 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. 0-0 is the score.
I would look for shallow cross right here.
First true drive by LaGrange here in the first quarter.
3rd and 15, you got trips to the field. Bring number 1 underneath on the shallow cross would be my guess. Something safe. See if you can pop it. If not, you set up a really makeable field goal. Oh, he threw it to the end zone. They're going
to call a flag on that?
They put it in their pocket on that one, and they should have. Now you're going to set up right here about a.
Watching that replay, that makes you want to cringe a little bit. That could have been a lost opportunity for the referees right there.
37-yard field goal right here. From just inside the left hash. Alex Rivera will kick the field goal. Kick is good.
It's good.
So with 43 seconds left to go in the first quarter, your score is LaGrange 3, Maryville nothing.
It's always nice to get on the scoreboard first here in the first quarter.
It's been a rapidly played first quarter. You know what I'm saying?
I would agree with you on that.
I guess that's what happens when you don't have TV.
Now the sun's out. It's getting a little hot on that part, so it's good.
I'm not going to complain about the sun being out.
No, not at all. All right.
See who
3-0, 43 seconds remaining here. Going to get a nice little kickoff going.
Looks like you got number 6, Max Siegel, back to return. I'm having a hard time seeing the number on the other side. Number 18, Shamar Collier, is also back deep.
Get set. Silence is golden, man. I was just a little quiet.
I was trying to figure out some things. I'm
Directing left and right. We're missing one of our co-hosts that always comes in and kind of is an air filler.
Pooch kick again.
Another pooch right here. Both teams get an opportunity to kick the ball deep. They say, nope, we're not going to be kicking it deep.
Yeah.
Let's just pooch it and start it on the 30.
That was caught by Colby Manis.
What I'd like to know is when you start talking a little bit about that, about wondering what their special teams look like in previous games. I mean, because if you're pooching, they must have been very explosive on both ends to say, hey, we're going to go kick it over there.
Keep it away from a playmaker. I watched both those guys kick in warm-ups, and they were about 60 yards on their kickoff, so that would have given them a shot. Power sweep again to the right here. Nice run. Picks up right on. You can gain 9 on first down. You can live with that.
Yeah, you run it again, get a first down. I'm not a mathematician, but I'll go with that real quick.
2nd and 1 here for the Scots. 23 seconds and counting left in the first quarter. Tight end trips to the field. Same route they threw a while ago.
Deep.
I'm pretty sure that was pass interference too.
Well, he got his head around, so you can't argue with that. If you get your head around, it's all good.
That was the waist down. 2nd and 1's always been. If you're an offensive coordinator, that's your waist down.
Yeah.
You know, take it down the field.
Left 4 seconds on the clock.
Looks like both teams are rotating quarterbacks. Seems like number 15, Trey Pope, is in now. The only problem with doing that
I
is
tell you what, that was a hard 1 yard at the end of the first quarter.
First down, though.
Your score, LaGrange Panthers 3, Maryville College 0. This is Bo McMichael with Score Sports. Glad to have everybody with us. We're going to take a moment, throw it back here to the world, and we'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here, start of the second quarter. Had to make some adjustments and yell at everybody here.
I'm digging how Maryville's calling plays with the board down here.
And away we go.
1st and 10 for Maryville at their own 40. Tight end trips to the field. Speed option. Gain of 1. Nice play on the corner over there.
Number 14 with the carry. Jacob Bunch tackled at the 41-yard line. And number 46 for the Panthers.
That was Tremont Moore on the tackle for the Panthers. That's easy for me to say, the Panthers. 2nd and 1 at the 41. Slot left, H-back right. Jet sweep to the left. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Gain of 13 and a 1st down, and the block on the edge is devastating. I mean,
he just kept going with him, making sure he got it taken care of and cleared.
He had a crackback block from the edge that would just destroyed the edge. Tight trips to the left, into the boundary right here. Quick screen, and they got them split. Gain of 6, bring up 2nd and 4. Trips to the field, tight end set on the boundary side right here. Sweep, and they got him.
Down the rear we go.
Touchdown.
All the way in for the score. Once he got to the outside, it was nothing but green grass and one Cub block from 51, and there you go.
40-yard touchdown run. I mean, that was, you couldn't have drawn it up any better. Set the trips to the field. LaGrange had a soft edge down into the boundary. That was a great play call. Great play call, great execution. I mean, that you couldn't have drawn it up any better than that. Extra point is good. Number 41 on the extra point, that's Ian Hubbs.
And with just 13 minutes and 46 seconds on the clock here in the 2nd quarter, Maryville 7, LaGrange 3.
And that's how you answer.
You do. You answer a field goal with a touchdown. Mathematic-wise, that's a good thing. That's a 4-point swing.
Keep doing that the whole game, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
Well, you know, we've seen a little bit over a quarter now. What's your impression? We've seen a little bit over a quarter now. What's your impression?
Oh man, you said it. I thought you said I've seen a lot of freshmen.
Oh,
and
no.
we got one mic on that part. What's your impression? To me, I think it's going to be actually a very close ball game. We're going to get weather changing already. We see another rain front coming in, so it's something we're going to have to deal with. So I'm definitely aware of that. So.
Wind's picking up. This should make it interesting on this pooch kick if they kick it again. So,
well, we got 2 pooches in the books so far. We'll see what happens here. Looks like they're same type of setup.
Yep.
Yep.
Kicked it a little bit too deep that time.
Like they're going to start right around the 27-yard line. Impression-wise, I go back to what you're saying here while we get ready here for the response to Maryville's touchdown, and we'll see what LaGrange has to do. I mean, they're going to have to go. They've shown that they can go the length of the field.
They did.
And with not where, sometimes you go, hey, there's a pass here, there's a flag here, and that's how we got to where we were. So it's interesting to see actually what comes of this particular series. I don't want to call
Change
it a
quarterbacks again.
Yep.
Back to the starter. Reverse. Hello.
Got some air. Did a cut at the 50. 45 all the way down to the 42-yard line. The Panthers answer with a nice little toss reverse.
That's about a 28-yard play. Where'd they call him down at? All right, 24. Trips right here for the Panthers on 1st and 10 at the Maryville 44. Quick screen, dropped. Not much in that play either.
As long as everybody's thinking that's a live ball, that's good to go.
It seems like everybody's got that play in their playbook, especially after a long play. Get up there fast, snap it, throw the quick screen. I don't think number 14 knows what the play is. 2nd and 10 for LaGrange, trips right. Inside zone. Hello, number 51.
Took him back the other way.
Yes, sir. Form tackle.
Drive your feet and go.
Remember that one, number 51?
No, I think it might have been 61.
61.
You can try a different one. 51's a lineman for the Scots.
So is
he was they got two 51s on the team or no?
I have no. It doesn't say that.
Okay.
3rd down and 8 for LaGrange. Shallow cross again. Post is wide open and he overthrew him. Oh, he caught it. Wow. Holy smoke.
And that's how you answer to that.
Yes, it is.
That's how you answer to that. Look at him reach out.
Man, that was a beautiful, beautiful catch.
That was nice. Nice indeed.
Woo. Ran shallow cross and they were sitting on shallow cross. Now you snap it before they review it. You missed the extra point. So with 12:43 to go in the first half, LaGrange 9, Maryville 7. What a heck of a play on 3rd down. Ended up being a 42-yard touchdown pass. Just a total bust in coverage by Maryville right there. And a great, great, great catch. Wow.
I take it they missed the extra
Sure
point.
did. Wide right.
Wide right. I was in the midst of discussing something with one of our filmers, so I needed to make sure we did that.
All right, so this brings up another injury. We've seen 3 pooch kicks. The last one was with the wind. This one's going to be into the wind, which has picked up drastically in the last 5 minutes. And now this game's got a little flow to it. Look at the wind catch that ball.
Caught it in dead air and just like, we're going to drop it right
Yep.
here on the 30.
Nice play right there. So now Maryville takes over that they're on 28. So we'll get the answer to the answer to the answer right here.
I tell you, it's always C. It's always C.
This is true.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
All right, so Maryville has changed quarterbacks again. Back to
Well,
their
they
start.
definitely, in the traveling quarterback perspective.
All right, see if they go with the same play. They got the same formation. Sprint flood.
Good throw and catch.
Gain of 7 right there. Sprint pass to the left, just a flood route. All right, let's see if they come back. Let's see if they've gotten something in this formation. That's this is the 3rd play in a row they've lined up in it. Here comes the play they scored. There it is, 1st down. Gain of 6.
All right, so we have a throw and catch, then a run. 12 minutes and 31 seconds on the clock. 9-7 LaGrange answered Maryville's touchdown.
They're going to stay in this thing. They've got something in this formation.
They keep seeing it.
Yeah.
They're not stopping it.
That's
Another
12
first
more
down.
yards.
Right. It's always nice when something working. You almost want to call a timeout if you're the Panthers.
If I'm LaGrange, I do call timeout. I got out of it. Here comes a quick screen down here.
down to the bottom.
Yeah.
Yep, pop up, go. And we got to be able to block.
Just run. Gain of about 4. Going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Way this is going, we're going to see about 45 on the
LaGrange has an injured player down on this sideline. Looks like number 28. That would be Brandon Smith. Unless there's 2 28s.
There's always 2 28s. You didn't know that?
I did not. Looks like he's up.
And he's just got 50 yards to walk across the field at this point.
Yeah, that not being able to put any weight on your left leg, that's kind of a daunting task. If this was practice, somebody would be going, "You're all right." So when play resumes here, it'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Scots.
Kind of admiring the quietness, and we're watching a football game. Very rarely do we get a chance to do that on a Saturday afternoon, so that's kind of nice down here at Callaway Stadium. You talked a little bit about the home side is on the opposite side of the press box. Talk to me a little bit about that.
It didn't used to be that way. When I was here a couple of years ago for a game, the home field was on this side. I wonder if it was changed when they had a change in coaching staff. Zone run for Maryville, picked up about 3. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3. Be interested to see if. So you got 3rd and 3, interesting set. They got a power back right behind the guard. That guy does everything. He plays tight end, plays a little slot. Ran a jet sweep to him. Now he moves out. Motions across. Stretch. 1st down.
There we go again. Good run by the Scots.
3rd and 3, and they picked up 5. Be 1st and 10 at the Panther 38-yard line. Here it is again. Tight end into the boundary, trips to the field. See if they run the power sweep, buck sweep, whatever you want to call it, to the boundary. There it is. They've got them outnumbered over there. That's all
what they're seeing.
Gain of 5, 2nd and 5.
When we say simple math in that direction.
It's just a game of counting right now. They're going to stay in. They went away from it for 3 plays. Now they're right back into it. Now they got running trips. It's going to be jet sweep. Oh, the quarterback kept it.
Well, realistically, no gain on the play.
So that's going to bring up 3rd and 4. They gave him a yard to the 31, just inside the 31. So it's going to bring up, well, they gave him all the way to the 30. Okay. So it's going to bring up 3rd and a long 3. I always wanted to say that. Motion to trips. Check with me. Here comes the run to the tight end side. 3rd and 3. And there it is. Played it better that time. It's going to be 4th and short.
I feel like you have the momentum right here if you're Maryville, and you go ahead and you do it until they can stop you.
I do. There'd be no hesitation. We'd be on the ball going right now. Anytime you've wanted to get what you wanted, you've gotten it so far in this quarter. All right, so you got tight end trips to the field. In the gun on 4th and half a yard. One back power. He didn't get it. And just
They
like
definitely
that,
realize that. Change of momentum right there.
just like that, momentum switches from one sideline to the next.
9:29 remains here in the second quarter. 9-7 LaGrange leads. I'm Bo McMichael with your co-host, Craig Chapman. Craig, you had a game last night. You're a football coach back over in Stockbridge, Georgia. What was the outcome of that game?
We were fortunate enough to get a win. We played at Calvary down in Columbus, a really good program.
Long night for you. What time did you finally go to bed?
About 2:45 this morning.
Well, good, man. Appreciate you joining me here today then.
We had a lot of fun. Doubles. Uh-oh. That wasn't what they wanted to do.
No.
Ooh! That's your basic loss of 5.
Yeah, he
first
spun
down.
around, and he thought probably shouldn't have spun around right
No.
there. I mean, you see this in the replay right here. The moment he turned around,
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
number 50 was waiting for him.
Wow.
Maybe that was who we were
That's
looking at when you said 50 or 51.
It's got to be him because that's twice now in the past
we've
2
seen
drives. Empty for LaGrange right here. First time we've seen a no backs look today.
5-yard loss on the play, 2nd and 15 from the 20.
It's a great 2nd and 15 go empty. This is either some sort of option route or an outside screen, tunnel screen. There's the that little short shallow route.
It's the hardest thing in the world sometimes when it hits you in the hands.
In his defense, I think he
In
was
his
running.
defense,
In his
listen to
defense,
this.
he was running across the middle, thinking, "I just saw 50 destroy our quarterback and our running back. If he's still
50's
standing,
not
there,
even, man, there's no footsteps.
he hurt him.
I know, no. Somebody was barking at him.
Might have been.
Can't be dropping that.
3rd down and 15 now. This is an interesting defensive setup. Here comes the edge pressure right here. Either that or that guy just gave the greatest deke in the history of the world. Now it's going to be 3rd and 20 because they have delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense. Number 2. 5-yard
You got that clock ticking right in front of you. You got to know.
Yeah, it's not like it's hidden.
No, it's big old bold letters down there.
So with 8:36 right here, LaGrange faces 3rd and 20 deep in their own territory. And with a 2-point lead, you probably want to be as safe as you can right here. And you heard an offensive coordinator say that, and there it is.
Hand that ball off, and let's get ready for a punt.
That's it. Gain of 2. Going to bring up 4th and 18 and a punt. So Maryville takes that momentum and just swipes it away and get back to playing regular football again. Now this is, with the punting that LaGrange has had today, punting into the wind right here might be an obstacle. And, of course,
clean snap.
It's the best punt of the day. How about that?
That's when you need it, all the way down to about the 37-yard line where Maryville will take over right under the 8-minute mark here in the second quarter. It's homecoming. LaGrange Panthers, roughly about an hour and a half outside of Atlanta. We're 3.5 hours outside of Maryville from Atlanta, so this is about a 5-hour trip to Maryville from here, give or take, maybe 5.5.
Wow. That was a 42-yard punt right there. Definitely the best punt of the night. Maryville takes over at their own 36 right here. And I'll be interested to see how before they go back to the tight end trips. I'm waiting on it. It's almost like they play it into the boundary.
Well, in just a minute, I'm going to tell my cameraman to widen out even more so we can see when they do the check with me's down there. I want you to talk to me a little bit about what that means.
We got the old play card down here.
So if we can widen out a little bit there. We can see down at the bottom right-hand side the three gentlemen in the what we call turquoise.
That would be turquoise.
And they're holding signs up.
And
talk to me a little bit about their offensive coordinator. What's the hope in all this?
Well, right now they're running all this stuff. They'll get a formation in there, and then they'll have a series of pictures. And in those pictures, you'll have a number that gives you the play that you run. So you're trying to be as deceptive as possible and as simple as possible.
Okay.
You got jet sweep, gain of about 2, so it's going to bring up third and right at, 5.5.
Big down here.
Tight trips. New formation right here. LaGrange looks like they're going to bring pressure.
They're checking again here.
Yep.
Got about a 6-yard want and need all the way to about the 46-yard line for the Scots.
Sprint. Backside drag is wide open.
He's going to run it.
First down.
That's a lot of hustle on the side of the quarterback.
Needed 6 and got 7. The backside drag, nobody even saw that guy on the field. All right, so you got almost an unbalanced look to the field. They've seen this guy in motion and run the jet. It's funny, you can pretty much call what they're going to do by their formation, just by where they're playing and putting their personnel. But they're very effective, and here comes the tight end trips. Tight end set to the boundary on LaGrange's sideline. Look for the power sweep to LaGrange's sideline right here. And they've got him again because they're playing. I mean, it's just.
Ooh, goodness gracious.
Yes.
He put his head down there and wanted to make sure he got that first down.
5-yard gain, first down. LaGrange is bringing corner over, or a safety over to cover the trips, and they're leaving themselves a man short to the boundary. We're under 6 minutes and running.
Got a nice little breeze coming up here.
Tight end trips right here. This is sprint pass again. Little whip route going deep. He's got a man there and he just overthrew him. That was a really nice play. Set it up off the flood route the previous 2 times. It's hard for me to see what this receiver did down here. I think he gave him a little stutter to the sideline and then took it up. So now you got 2nd and 10 at the Panther 42. You got trips to the field right here. And we're going to check again. Got 13 on the play clock. It's impressive how they get all this stuff coordinated and get it down to where they can snap this.
Where
when
the
they
snap
want.
rights under the 3-second mark.
Mm-hmm. Oh, bad snap. Screen. And he got it there. Wow, that was a really nice play to get off that block and make the tackle. That was a busted play because the snap floated. But the running back did a good job to separate from the initial coverage. And then the inside linebacker from LaGrange made a great play to get off the block and make the tackle. So now you got 3rd down and 12.
Going to call a quick timeout here.
Timeout LaGrange. That's their 2nd of the first half. I wonder what would happen if Maryville got up to the ball real quick and did that bark and then snapped the ball without checking.
It'd definitely be interesting to see.
Because they've done it so much now, LaGrange is expecting it. So we're under 5 minutes here. It's a 2-point game. You know, you got the wind at your back. It's 3rd down and 12. If you got it to the 35-yard line right here and brought up 4th and 3, would you try a 52-yard field goal?
No.
Or would you go for it on 4th and 3?
No, I go for it on 4th and 3. Offense-wise, I mean, you got the wind and it is blowing nicely, but no.
Be interesting to see what they come up with right here. Seems like, speaking from a coordinator perspective, anytime that they've wanted to get behind the corners from LaGrange, they've been able to do so, especially on the single matchup down here. There's the post in the middle.
He's looking for it. He's scrambling, got to the 40.
Got down to the 36, 37-yard line. So you're going to have 4th down right here and right at 5-yard line, maybe a little bit right at 5, maybe a little more than 5. So you can play it one of two ways. Maryville's got all 3 timeouts, so if they quick kicked it and they, punted it down inside the 10 right here and they use their timeouts to get off the field, you probably get it back in really good field position. So you could play the field position game, or you could try to get this first down. If they try to get the first down, I look for the post route to the field right here. Or now to the boundary. Timeout.
Yep, I think that was their plan, to see what they do to the adjustment once you moved it. You started from the boundary, moved to the field.
And that was interesting because LaGrange had no safety on the field right there. They were in cover 0, so that means they were fixing to get full blitz. So anything that got inside anybody on a pass game, if you pitch and catch right there, you got a chance to score. And you're right, it is nice to sit up here and talk football.
Oh, yeah, just kind of mellow on that part. I'm enjoying watching the game. Kind of knocked it down to 2 cameras, going to mess with some instant replay, not going to try to do too much craziness.
But it's been fun. I mean, this has been a well-played game.
Appreciate everybody tuning in. Enjoy the ones that we have watching the game. I didn't try to promote it too much. I shot it out to the people that I went to college with and said, hey, you get a chance to call a game. You want to tune in and listen, feel free to.
Now they are going to punt. This is the first true punt formation we've seen out of Maryville today. He's going to pin him back at the 18. It's going to be right at the 18-yard line, somewhere around in there. I was about to say, if they marked that at the 20, that would have been a criminal spot.
That'd be a criminal spot. All right there, smooth criminal.
So 3:57 left to go. LaGrange 9, Maryville 7. Panthers ball 1st and 10 at their own 18. And you're wondering if they're thinking, can we get this thing to half, with the lead?
Well, you got to be able to do something in this direction.
No. And first down has been there. When they've been successful on first down, their drives have been successful. And I know that sounds really, simplistic, but it hasn't been that way the entire first half. Quarterback sweep. Okay. Gain of nothing.
That's how they kind of jump off on that. Could possibly be the last series of the first half for the Panthers. Maryville will be getting the ball here at the start of the third quarter.
So you got a chance for 2 for 1 for them, especially if they can get they've still got their 2 timeouts left, so you can't run this thing out unless you move the football. So doubles right here on 2nd and 10. See, the middle of the field looks wide open. Wow. Wow. Loss of 2 on the play.
You got a lot of adjectives right there with 2 wows, man. That's good.
I mean, I know what they were trying to do right there, but if they were trying to run the quarterback read right there, the read was wrong. Still saying the middle of the field is wide open. Now it's not, since you compressed the formation. A little motion to check and see if it's man. Wow. Nice play right there.
And no flag on the play.
That's a good idea. That was what I thought they might do on second down. Run double post because you got that those two safeties sitting in there. The first post got taken by that safety over the slot, making that corner have to squeeze. He did a really nice job of squeezing in and making the play over the top without getting the flag, as you said.
Right. And now, boom, we're at punting, and Maryville has an opportunity to get some points here for the end of the quarter.
And it worked out perfect for them. They didn't have to use a timeout. They still got over 2 minutes left. And you got a punter punting into the wind. And they're going to get the ball at the 50. So with 2:20 left to go in the first half, Maryville will take over at the 50-yard line, 1st and 10. And, you know, just being realistic, this is a huge series for the LaGrange defense.
It is. I mean, it was a good punt too, though.
It wasn't bad.
You know, I mean, compared to what we saw the first part, I mean, we're looking at the wind, you know, roughly about 8 miles per hour coming out of the south. I'm just making that up as I go, but it sounded believable, man. It just, you know, it's all about the
I was already doing the directions like.
Yeah. How did he know the south? Well.
1st and 10. Oh, that's illegal. No, it ain't. He's going to get reset.
As long as everybody gets set, we're okay.
Wide open. Oh, and he dropped it. Oh, man.
Worst place it hit him, where?
Oh, right in the hands. Oh, man. What a great call.
Where's the huddle? The sideline's over here. Where's he going?
And I hate it for that.
Because he'd have hit his head on the goalpost.
I hate it for that guy because he's done so much in the first half, and he had a gimme touchdown right there.
He'd have hit his head on the goalpost.
A gimme touchdown.
I've been reaching for stuff trying to get him on the goalpost that quick.
And they're going to run this play until it can't be
run
again.
Stop it.
I mean, I would too.
Got all the way down to the 42-yard line. It's going to leave about 3rd down and 2.
8-yard gain, man.
Right under 2 minutes here in half. End of the second quarter. We will take a time and let you listen to some enjoyment of the Red Coat Marching Band at halftime. And we'll have a camera on the scoreboard, too, so you know when to come back. Do a little halftime analysis when we get back.
Here it comes again. And they got it again.
1st down, Maryville.
That play right there, they have no answer for. I mean, he just gained.
I feel like it's a really evenly matched team, though. I mean, both teams, it's hard to win on the road. You got to defend your home, especially in college, especially in anything, but mostly when you know that people have to travel.
That was 3rd and 2, and they gained 16. I mean,
potatoes.
They weren't set again. This is the whole team's not set. The whole team. Everybody was going. I saw it that time, but it was the same thing. A big run, trips to the sideline, throw the quick screen. It's an automatic. It's what we would call a burst play. You're going to line up in it and throw it, and it's a one-word play. So everybody knows it.
At halftime, you going to go get me some concessions, man?
I will go get
that
you some
smell. Goodness gracious.
Be interesting. All right, now they shifted over. See if the tight end's running wide open down the middle of the field again, because it's the same play, and it's the same play. And 21 said no.
But then he left it open.
Mm-hmm.
See if we can find out what play that was. We'll go back to looking at that here in a minute. That was good.
They shifted a little bit differently to get to the same look that time, but they had the back set right, and they made the little play fake, released the tight end. LaGrange had a guy looking for him that time. The first time they had nobody looking for him.
Right, but as soon as he went with him, quarterback knew to run.
Yeah, there was nobody left to play him. Now you get a little inside. Here it comes again. Where's the screen at? Flip it to him.
He's trying.
He did.
He did, and he got it to him.
Gained about a yard. That's a really good play. As Coach C.W. Campbell would say, he was extemporaneous.
Yes. Trying to make something out of nothing right there. Timeout on the play. Hey, let's look at what happened. We'll bring this play up here real quick.
All right.
We'll do this right here and pay attention to say, okay, hey, this was where the I want to make sure that I can bring this here. This is that play that we were just looking at where everybody shifted over and the tight end was wide open. We sit here and look at this. This is where he was wide open before. And then you go a little bit further. And right there, finally,
you got underneath
he followed him. And then you had this one. They made sure it wasn't happening, and then he took it up right up the other side. I mean, it's a good play in that sense to be able to get some yardage. And then you get the next play over here where, I mean, the heavens broke loose, and he was still able to actually turn around and make something out of it. I mean, you talk about he's right here, and he's like, hey, I'll throw it to him right there and see what happens.
All right,
and
so
he
you got
caught it.
3rd and 10. Tight end motions to the slot. Little fake. He's got him wide open in the middle of the field.
Second drop pass.
All right, so it's at the 28 right here. This is about a 45-yard field goal, and you got the win.
40 seconds remaining here in.
And it's 4th down, so here comes the field goal unit for Maryville. Chance to take the lead right before the half.
We'll get a big the camera will pan out very far to see how far we can really see the kick, see the distance here.
You got plenty of time left on the play clock, so that's not a factor.
So we'll keep our eyes in on the uprights and see what happens.
It will be a 45-yarder.
Is he going to make it? That's a 45-yard field goal.
He can. I
It's
watched the
doable.
warm-ups.
It's
short.
Yep, came in.
He hit it fat, as they would say in golf terms.
And you heard it thud off the ball.
And you can see him talking to the holder. Something wasn't right.
Laces out there. What is it?
Ray Finkel, man.
Ray Finkel. All right, there, Ace Ventura, pet detective. 34 seconds remaining.
So you take now they have no timeouts. You take this thing, you take a knee, you go to the halftime with a lead, and then you go in and try to figure out how to stop the short side.
Right, because, I mean, that's all you're looking at halftime. Yeah, because they're going to come back and start pounding that even harder.
And
I wouldn't be surprised if they decide to go the other way. I mean, their most LaGrange longest play from scrimmage so far is the reverse.
Longest running play they had.
Right, they had the pass, the deep pass. That was beautiful over there on the right.
Can't believe they threw a screen, and he got out of bounds. That's a really nice job right there. Got 7 and got out of bounds.
29 seconds on the clock here in the second quarter, 9-7. LaGrange leads. LaGrange struck first with a field goal. Maryville answered very quickly, and then LaGrange said, whatever you can do, I can do better. And they answered very quickly, but they were unsuccessful in the PAT department.
Split them. Right down the middle of the field, and the umpire got it again.
Whoa, Mr. Ump. I tell you, the zebras could be an endangered species tonight.
Now, if I'm LaGrange, I spike this ball. I don't waste a timeout. How's it an official's timeout?
They are going to call a timeout for LaGrange.
LaGrange called timeout. That's their last one.
That is their third and final timeout of the half.
All right, now, in ideal situations in pregame, with the wind at his back, he was good from 53.
Young man, there's no need to be. I said young man. Got a little YMCA playing in the background. I'm sorry. I will agree the 53 could be very nice. Got two great camera operators. Got Greg Coleman and Burt McMichael, a.k.a. Larry, filming, getting yelled at by his son as much as he can. We got an end zone filmer as well, enjoying a non-moisture environment. No rain yet. We had a nice first part of the game with a lot of rain.
I'm not going to lie to you. I keep checking the parking lot to see if there's a tow truck in there.
Oh, to be backing you out? No, I don't. Hopefully they won't try to do that during the game. Here we go. Well, their answer to that timeout was to run doubles.
They're going deep.
And he
caught it.
Great grab.
You got to spike it. You got to spike it.
I'm not going to pass up on showing that one. That was a great grab. I know they're going to. That's a great grab.
What is this umpire doing? He got hit too many times this game.
They're trying to get that ball spotted. It's 13 seconds. Plenty of time.
Oh, he fumbled.
Ball's on the ground. Yeah, that's a live ball.
He fumbled the ball.
That's a lot. You can't, no.
He fumbled the ball.
He fumbled it and then spiked it.
And then picked it up and threw it down, which is a fumble.
That is a fumble. What a crazy ending.
Oh, my word.
There we go. Everybody's watching the game, not filming their filmers.
Oh, my word. He fumbled the snap, then picked up the ball and threw it down.
Oh. Sorry for those people.
I'm going to ask a question. They don't have reviews in this, do they?
No, they don't.
Okay. So the call just is what it is. And the head coach for LaGrange is hot. I mean hot.
And everybody's yeah, it was a good eyeball knowing that was a live ball right there.
I mean, he is hot. He wants to talk. He's pulling the Rush Prost right here. He's going to get the white hat over there. What he's telling him is this. If you can shovel the football like this, then that should be a pass. What the white hat should tell him is that, okay, if it's a pass, then it's intentional grounding because there's no receiver in the area.
Right.
And we're going to have a 10-second runoff, and it's going to be half anyway. So either way, you don't get what you want. And I'm shocked now again that Maryville with 6 seconds left is not under center taking a knee.
Well, you can take a look at this. Tell me when they come back and they're about to start back. We'll flag this play and come back to it.
Hey, well, we got a little crowd noise there.
Yeah, I got some.
There we go.
Hungry people.
All it takes in the South is a blown call, and then you're gonna get somebody up in arms. Watch the hook and ladder right here.
Please don't.
And that will take us to the half right there.
Well, and a very exciting end of the half. If we can, we'll flip over here real quick and take a look at this nice little play here that kind of left with the turmoil here. And what you can see here is he drops the ball. It's a simple fumble.
And then he throws it straight down.
And you talk about to the point that, great wherewithal with the Maryville College defensive end or either outside linebacker to go, hey, that's a live ball. I can understand.
That guy that picked that ball up was in the second level and ran around the edge.
Because he almost took it. It would have been one of those ones.
The slot receiver from LaGrange, if he wouldn't have been hustling back, that's a touchdown.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll let you take some time. They're going to be doing the homecoming court. Everything is good on that part. We'll be back a little bit later here. Clock's on there. Enjoy your time. Come back and enjoy us to see the second half. LaGrange 9, Maryville 7. I'm Bo McMichael with Craig Chapman. This is Score Sports. Glad to have you with us. Halftime, Callaway Stadium.
behalf of the Student Government Association and the Panthers Activity Committee, it's my pleasure to announce the winners of this year's Spirit Point competition. All 8 student organizations have competed against one another for a shot at winning Spirit Points. This year's student organization competed in an overall point competition that consisted of the banner contest, float display, can construction, and mini games for cash prizes. So, here we go. The third place organization that is winning $50 is Alpha Omicron Pi. The second place organization winning $100 is Phi Mu. And now, the overall winning organization getting $150 with a 2018 homecoming week is the Black Student Union. Congratulations to all of our winners. Now to announce the 2018-19 LaGrange College homecoming court. Representing E, Cal Delta, Director of Multicultural Affairs, BSU Black Male Initiative, E, Honor Council, Wesley Fellowship, TAC Pride, and the Senior Campaign Representative, Mr. Jamarcus Watkins. Representing the Student Government Association, Ms. Caitlin Diaz. Caitlin is from Atlanta, Georgia. She is a nonprofit. Representing My View Fraternity, Ms. Kayla White. Kayla is from Paulding County, Georgia. She is a graphic design major. She is the daughter of George and Wanda White. Today, Kayla is escorted by the 2017 homecoming queen, King Richard Howard. She is the president of Black Girl Magic, a member of Tequila, Georgia. She is an education major. She is the daughter of Theo and Sheldon Felton. Today, she is escorted by Royce Owens. Madison is a member of Kappa Delta sorority and the lacrosse team. Miss Madison Felton. Representing Black Male Initiative, Mr. Kelton Love. Kelton is from Kelton, Georgia. He's majoring in composition and music technology. He is in the Chapel College Group and does an internship with the Columbus Lions. Ms. Taylor Vailkill. Representing Pi Kappa Phi fraternity, Mr. Shamar Slapping. Shamar is from Copper, Georgia. He is majoring in business. He is a school president. Celeste Frank. Shamar is the brother of Pi Kappa Phi, the vice president of Sports National Club, director of public relations for SGA, and member of the LaGrange College football team, Mr. Shamar Slapping. Ladies and gentlemen, 2018-2019, LaGrange College
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Callaway Stadium. Getting ready for the second half of action. Sorry for some technical issues during halftime. We had to switch over to something else and cross a wire and walk over a catapult. We'll go that way. It's always technology. Hopefully the weather will hold out a little bit here, get us through the remaining part of 30 minutes left to go in the ball game. Saw a good first half. Coach Chapman, give me a recap of just kind of what happened in the game. People just joined in with us and don't have a chance to hit that fast forward button. How do we end up 9-7, the Panthers leading?
Well, early in the game, Maryville's defense came out in the first two possessions for the Panthers. They just stuffed them. No first downs. Maryville, got a little drive going the second time they had the football and punted LaGrange down deep inside their own 2 and stopped them, and then had a roughing the punter penalty to give LaGrange their first down, which they then turned into a really nice drive. Got down inside the 20, ended up kicking a 37-yard field goal to give them a 3-0 lead. Maryville came back and with just over 13 minutes left in the first half, busted a 42-yard run for a touchdown. LaGrange answered with a 42-yard pass for a touchdown, missed the extra point, and then Maryville was stopped on a 4th and short inside LaGrange territory. They also missed a 45-yard field goal, and then LaGrange really gave away points at the end of the first half with a fumble when they were trying to clock the football down at about the 5-yard line. So we're sitting at 9-7. It's been a really, really well-played game. We haven't seen the turnover bug, and there have been very few penalties. And it's been hard-hitting and fast-paced, which I like.
Well, away we go here for the start of the second half.
There's the pooch.
Maryville will receive. Nice little pooch kick to the 25, and they're going to call a fair catch.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's kicking the ball deep in this game.
No, definitely don't think that's being the case. Glad to have everybody with us. Once again, Maryville College located in Maryville, Tennessee, about 6 hours up 75, and then hang a right and keep going. And before you hit Knoxville, Maryville's there, foothills of the Smoky Mountains. LaGrange is out here on not necessarily I-20, but where are they located? Right,
Interstate 85.
Interstate 85.
Right off of Highway 109. So we got 1st and 10, Maryville at their own 26. Here comes a little inside zone. And I'm going to be interested to see when they go back to the tight end trips. Gain of 3 on first down, make it 2nd and 7. Now we got, Maryville really dominated the first half running the football, especially to the short side of the field. Here it comes again. Same play. Oh, a little play action right in the middle. And a WWE move.
Good tackle.
First down, though. Gain of about 9, 1st down and 10.
He was able to roll over and get his shoulders squared and launch that thing right across the thing. It was a good hip toss, though.
Yeah,
I will say that.
Quick screen. I mean, when they get a first down.
Man, they get back on the ball and go. That pace is there.
They're going to throw the
They're
quick
not
screen.
letting up once they were able to see that ready to go.
And I'm waiting for them to fake that quick screen and try to slip the guy in behind the corner. They've gotten them kind of to accept that that's what's going to be, and they're accepting blocks now. So it'd be interesting to see if they pump that and try to go to the house.
Early on here in the third quarter, Panthers leading by 2 against Maryville College.
That was well played by LaGrange right there.
Gain of about 2 yards.
2nd and 8 right here for Maryville. Ball sitting on this hash. This is about the place where they went to the tight end trips right here and ran the power sweep back into the boundary. They haven't lined up in it yet this half. I guess they thought that LaGrange probably went in and took 5 minutes to draw it up and talk about how to play it.
Oh, yeah. You go to the well right there. It'd be very interesting to see what happens.
Here it comes again, though. Different formation. And he almost slipped out the back end of that.
Well, we missed tackles. You talk about from a Panthers perspective.
Yep.
Yeah, they did what he shed the tackle. He was able to make and didn't wrap up.
They had it played a little bit differently.
They did.
So they made an adjustment to how they were going to play that.
But you're going to have to do it as a Maryville coach. You know you're going to have to run it just to see what kind of adjustments did they make.
Yeah, and they did it a little bit differently. They gave it a different formation, but they motioned to the trips that time instead of just lining up in it. Now you got 3rd and short. Ball.
Game changer right here.
Fumble picked up by number 31, Nick Searcy.
Got to be able to hold it down. We're going to take a look at here in the play real quick and find out actually what broke down here, how that ball got stripped.
46-yard return right there.
We'll see it here in a minute.
Looked like a helmet right on the ball.
Next play over will be it. Just takes a little bit of time for the good old-fashioned instant replay to kick in.
So when we get it set up right here, LaGrange will have 1st and goal from their 4.
We'll come back to it after this play. Could be a game-changing moment here for the Panthers.
LaGrange has an extra offensive lineman in the game, or is that a tight end? That's an extra offensive lineman. They brought number 58 and lined him up in at tight end.
So what we're going to see right here, you're going to see.
Right at the end, I think a helmet gets on the football.
It does. And as soon as that ball pops out, I mean, it's live on the ground right there. Back to live action we go.
2nd goal from the 6 right here after a loss of 2 on 1st down. Grange started the 2nd half with their, in their quarterback rotation with what what I would have deemed their 2nd string quarterback. Oh my word. That was an RPO, and the left tackle was at the goal line.
Right.
That has to be man downfield. Plus, his guy was the one playing the play. He was inside the slant.
I mean, there's 3 people in that area looking for that.
Number 73 ran a drag route. Unfortunately, he's not eligible.
No.
So we got 3rd and goal right here. And if you don't score a touchdown off this is a big momentum shift for Maryville, whether you get the field goal or not.
Right.
Because it's still a one possession game.
Well, we're definitely going to get a chance. We'll go back to that play that just happened. I want to be able to show you a couple of things about how many Maryville players were in proximity of each other.
Well, they just tackled the running back trying to slip out. They were trying to run a wheel route out of the backfield right there, and the defensive end from Maryville tackled the running back. Just tackled him. And now your 1st and goal at the 4 ends up 4th down and goal at the 16.
One of the first sacks of the game.
That's the 2nd sack, and they've both been by Maryville.
Wow.
They had a sack on the 2nd play of the game for a loss of 4, and that one right there is a loss of 10.
Well, let's see if this thing can make it through the uprights. Blocked it. Live ball. Got to get on it.
And wow. The 2nd half of disaster.
Okay, so we get a fumble.
And we got a blocked field goal.
Get it to the 5-yard line.
And just being honest with you, that's why one team's 3-0 and that's why the other team's 2-4, or
right.
1 and 2.
Well, you got to capitalize on certain things
exactly.
at this point.
So now all the work that you did to get the ball and get it set up, and then you end up giving it right back to them.
That was a huge blocked field goal right there.
So that's 2 wasted scoring chances the last 2 times inside the 5 for LaGrange. And here's that formation. And they've got it's so wide open over there. I mean, it's so wide open over there.
Down the field he goes.
42-yard gain on 1st down.
And you talk about 2 momentum shifts all the way down to the 5-yard line. The hustle from the Maryville College players to tackle him, not to just sit there when you have that live ball go. And then to get this one.
And then they line right back up in the the formation we talked about, and they had less people over there to play at that time. So 1st and 10, Maryville at the LaGrange 28. Sprint flood whip route. Wide open on the comeback over here. Nice catch. Gain of about 5 or 6.
Almost a sack.
Yeah, it was a good job on the scramble drill by the quarterback and the receiver recognizing it. LaGrange blitzed into the sprint out. Just couldn't get it. Just couldn't get to him. Nice job by the quarterback of redirecting, making something out of nothing, really. 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
Right at the 10-minute mark here in the third quarter.
And there's the power sweep. Oh, no, my bad, got me. They're going to have to do something about these linemen running downfield. They got the guard, tackle, both guards and the running back are 6 yards down the field, and he's throwing the backside slant. Had me completely fooled. I mean, I was completely fooled.
You're not a fool. You're completely fooled. Sorry,
well, I
my
have
bad.
been classified as a fool and other
Yes.
worse things. I can't believe they're not going to line up in that tight end trips thing and just run it again. I mean, I would just be so tempted to do it until they stopped it. I mean, they still outnumbered over there. So bad. Touchdown. Oh, he fell. All the way down for 20-yard completion on 3rd down.
Good old-fashioned snake in the grass got him right there. He was able to trip, and he just took a header trying to keep underneath his feet.
1st and goal at the 4 right here for Maryville.
Just a minute ago, LaGrange was looking like they were going to plug it in.
Yeah.
And increase their lead. Now Maryville's looking like they're going to take the lead. Nice back-and-forth game
As funny
here.
as this is the first trip all day into the red zone for Maryville.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, touchdown. I mean, they blocked that really nice. That was a really nice setup, really nice scheme right there. That guy went in the end zone basically untouched. There was a hat on a hat. And Maryville takes the lead 13-9 here with 9:15 to go in the third quarter. And it shows you how much I know. I was calling for him to run the ball, and they threw a pass. Should have been a touchdown. Dude doesn't fall.
Big extra point here.
Oh, my word. It went in. Skipped it off the upright.
What we're going to do is we're going to take a look at really kind of what changed the momentum of everything at this point was this blocked field goal. I mean, right here.
But he just cuts it short. I mean, he gets it with the back hand.
I mean, you look at this right here. I'm going to make sure we can show this. Go back in here. I mean, it's right here. I mean,
he blocks it with his back hand.
Yeah, I mean,
that's amazing.
I mean, to sit there and do that right there, and then to add that, you go all the way back to the play that comes right out of that, and there's nobody there.
No, there's not. I mean, that's what we talked about in the first half. LaGrange is outnumbered, and Maryville's pulling two guys out there to give them a +1. If you look at it, this guard is running right here.
And there is nothing out here once he's able to make it to the outside.
Can you roll it back to the pre-snap?
Well, they're about to kick the field goal. We're sitting there analyzing film and getting that going.
And here it is. Here comes pooch kick number 6.
Very interesting. That shift in momentum.
Wow. Number 25 from LaGrange just got destroyed.
I heard it all the way up here on the field.
Number 14 for Maryville just ran through the block and the returner. That was an impressive play. So now for LaGrange, you're looking at this. You had the ball inside the 5 right before half, and you fumbled. You got a fumble, got the ball at the 4, and you got a field goal block. Then they rip down the field and score and take the lead. How do you answer? You answered the last time.
No matter what, right now you got to put some plays together.
Yes, it has to happen.
Successful
right here.
plays.
So you got trips to the left on 1st and 10. Hitch on the short side. gain of about 8 on first down, maybe almost 9. No, 8. 2nd and 2 for the Panthers right here. Same formation, inside RPO, almost picked. That has not been the best play of the night for the Panthers. That ball didn't come out very clean either. Had a little tail wobble on it. So an important 3rd down right here for LaGrange. See if they go short side hitch again right here. They've got it. You know, I'd be kind of wary. I'd want to call it, but I'd be thinking this guy's playing games with me and wanting to sit it and pick it. And that ain't it. Loss of 2 on 3rd down and 2. Brings it 4th and 4 and a punting situation right here for the Panthers.
Not a good response to a quick touchdown.
Not after you had 2nd and 2.
You got to be somewhat cautious of the momentum piece to it.
Well, I think the momentum is firmly on the sideline with the guys wearing the white jerseys. Dude from Maryville sticking his head in LaGrange's huddle up there trying to figure out what they're calling. That was pretty funny. Maryville will take over at their own 39-yard line right there after a 26-yard punt. And I'm going to be honest with you right here. If they go down and score, it's going to be tough. That'll be a 2-score game.
They're jumping straight on the ball, ready to go.
Be surprised if they're not in tight end trips.
Right.
Doesn't look like they are right here.
And quarterback for Maryville, number 21, Nelson Smith. 1st and 10 from the 40.
Tight slot look for Maryville right here. 1st and 10 at their own 40. Hide route. Nice play by the Panthers defense right there. Gain of 1, bring up 2nd and 9.
Pick up on the yard on the play to the 41. Tackle by number 31, Nick Cersei for the Panthers.
If you're the Panthers defense right here, you've got to make a stop. You've got to do something to get off the field. If you're Maryville, you just want to keep running the rock.
Right. I mean, you're running that with the clock. You're at 7 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Plenty of time remaining for LaGrange.
Shift of formation to tight end trips to the field. Power sweep.
And they're just finding holes right now.
Yeah, I mean they've got them. They've got what they want. They're using their formation to get a man advantage, and it's, you know, as a Panthers fan, it's not good, but as an offensive football guy, this is impressive to watch. Same play.
Big play for LaGrange.
3rd and 2 right here.
Yeah, they can get a stop.
They're going to change the defensive front right here, it looks like. Or just walk a linebacker up into a gap. They guessed wrong. They ran the blitz. He came free in the wrong gap.
Moving the chains here for Maryville.
6 yards on that. 1st down for Maryville inside LaGrange territory at the 44-yard line. And here's our formation again, Coach McMichael. All right, here comes the run to the boundary down here. Oh, they ran the bootleg off of it.
He's going to run it.
7 yards.
He was willing to take that hit. He lowered his shoulder a little bit.
Closer to 8 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 2. They pretty much got him now. You know, I'm sitting up here calling the run play because it's been so successful. Now they're running.
Well, you got to do some misdirections.
Now they run the bootleg off of it, so now you really don't know what's coming.
6 minutes and some change remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Maryville up 14-9.
And have really dominated this quarter.
And Boxers checklist, they would definitely have the advantage. Ooh, good handoff.
That was a nice block on the edge out there, too.
All the way down to about the 20, they're going to say the 30-yard line.
Another 6-yard gain. It's been death by 1,000 cuts right now. As we get us underneath 5 minutes, right at 5:30 on the clock, you know, LaGrange can't really, they've really got to hold them to 3 right here. That's about the best you can hope for. There's the quick screen. Great blocking on the edge.
He's able to get to the inside, go inside out, and there he goes.
Gain of 10, first down. No, wait a minute. He gave him all the way down, gain of 14. See if they throw the quick screen again. Nope, they weren't set again.
Or I take it we weren't set again from a Maryville perspective?
It was not. The Maryville is going to be offense again. They picked out one person, but there was about 4 people that were going down the stands when the ball was snapped. Somebody just raised their hand like,
that was me.
We didn't know.
Yeah. I do enjoy jumping off sides. I'll tell a story real quick. I jumped off sides so quick in a game once, I shook everybody's hand in the huddle and said, I will not be back in the rest of the game. Sure enough, after that series, I was done. They were not a fan of me jumping off sides.
Nice play.
Good throw and catch.
1st and 15 ended up being it's going to be close to being a first down.
I mean, look at this grab. Nice grab up in the air right at the 10-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
Tries to get a little bit more as time provides.
1st and goal at the 6.
Sorry for those that didn't add that extra point. 14-9 finally officially on the scoreboard.
If they put this right here.
Maryville's knocking at the door again, getting ready to punch it in, looks like.
Yeah. Wow, he just ran through that guy. Down to the 2-yard line. Or, let's see. Right about the 2, so it should be 2nd and goal at the 2. It's interesting to see how they change things up, and they get you running side to side, side to side, side to side.
Well, they've got good capability of cutting back.
Mm-hmm.
The old cutting on a dime there is a great analogy, you know. I mean, and you can do it with the turf, but goodness.
But they're not really giving the ball to small people either. You know what I'm saying?
No.
These guys
they're low to the ground gravity-wise.
They are a touchdown. Nice 2-yard run. Once again, very well blocked. You know, little power play right there, wrapped around. Nice cut back inside to find the hole and score. So with 3:29, that makes it Maryville 20, LaGrange 9. Extra point pending.
Well, Coach, this I don't want to call a must-score series coming up for the Panthers, but you've gotten 2 touchdowns put on you here at the start of the 3rd quarter.
Well,
it is good.
I'm going to look at it in the positive stance right here. I'm going to look at it in a positive way right here. LaGrange scores 2 touchdowns and gets a 2-point conversion in that, and the final score is 24-21.
It is.
And I said 3 points. So.
I know. And I think I said two scores.
You did.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it's halftime adjustments, but most importantly, when you look at it, who came out at halftime ready to play, because it almost was LaGrange.
But
we fumbled the ball from a Maryville's perspective. They pick it up, run it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and then boom, you're sitting around something different.
And it would have looked a whole lot different if it would have been 16-7.
Oh,
instead of 9-7 with a blocked,
Well, the block extra point. That blocked field goal. You talk about the turning point of the game. 3 of those were turning points.
Yeah, you had
nice little cool breeze. Everybody chilly up here.
turn it up a notch. You got the
I'm
nice
going to have to
cool
get some
breeze.
coffee, pour it on my head. See if it'll wake me up.
Nothing compares to the rain and where
No.
that was awful.
No, we filmed a semi-pro game last spring, and I'm still cold from that game.
See if we get another pooch. No, he kicked it a little bit deeper. And he caught the ball that would have went out of bounds. And he wishes he hadn't have caught it now. LaGrange will take over at the 14. And it keeps getting worse for the Panthers right here. I think if he would have had to do that again, he'd let that one roll, let that go, and see if it'd go out of bounds. Because when he catches it right there, he is tight-roping the sideline.
And knowing the coach is going to actually probably have more of a conversation about that than anything.
I'm pretty sure it won't be as nice as what we just talked about.
No. It won't be using the word tight-roping any sideline.
No.
No.
Might be running from sideline
to
sideline. LaGrange 1st and 10 of their own 14, comes out in a doubles look, and they need to get something going right now. And we had to call timeout because the play clock was down at 5 seconds.
Got to get things moving on LaGrange's side.
And with 3:24 to go in the third quarter, down by 12, that's probably not when you wanted to use your first timeout.
No, I would agree with you on that.
So, as people that are pretty close to me would say, if you're going to use a timeout, you better come out with something right here. Especially, there better be something right here that flips a scoreboard. So, you use the term must drive. I think the last drive was a must drive, but this is a do you want to stay in the game drive? If you're going to stay in the game and give them a finish in the fourth quarter, you've got to do something right here.
I mean, you're talking about we're showing this little kickoff again of where he actually caught the ball at. I mean, you're sitting there right there on that part. Goodness.
And on first down,
nothing. Loss of yardage.
Loss of almost 2 on first down.
3 minutes and some change remaining here in the third quarter. Homecoming 2018 for the Panthers of LaGrange. Maryville College is playing Spoler right now, leading by 12.
There was a substitution made on the offensive line right there for the Panthers. I'm sure somebody else is getting a nice
talk to.
Yeah, there's a nice talk.
Where to? How about?
Oh, he's there. He is there.
They're going to call a flag?
I didn't see one.
That's what he's looking for.
I don't think anybody saw it. I'm pretty sure that they ran a little hitching.
Hopefully he didn't stop.
It was hard to say because I saw the ball thrown, and when I looked up, he was throwing up both hands. And everybody over there seemed to think he was held. Of course, if I was on the sideline, I would have thought he was held too,
right,
whether or not it was happening or not. Sometimes if you yell that loud enough, as we found out last night, that they'll just throw the flag.
Yes. We got a Maryville College player down with the good old-fashioned, hey, could you somebody, it's burning up hot out here. So we're going to look at this play real quick since we do have some time. We'll pay attention to this and see how open he was. Let's see if he was held. Survey says, was he? Everybody can examine themselves. We're going to be looking at right
corner
here.
Sits.
Yeah. He just fell down.
Yep.
Hey, I don't think it was a held.
I think he was overthrown.
But he slowed down right there. Talk about a nice answer if he's able to connect.
Yep.
Goodness gracious, if he's able to connect. We're giving this game a little bit more of a, hey, I wonder what's going to happen type attitude.
It's one of those things right here. What was the most successful play you had in the first half? It was the shallow cross.
Okay.
You hit it once to number one going across.
You're talking about for LaGrange?
For LaGrange,
okay.
yeah, because for Maryville it was sweep to the boundary.
Right.
But for LaGrange, the most successful play you had in the first half was shallow cross. You ran it once and threw it to the shallow guy for 24 yards and a first down. Then you came back on a 3rd and long situation and ran the same route, and they sat on the shallow in the dig crossing and gave up the post. So if I'm LaGrange right now, we're running the shallow cross because it was the best passing play we had the whole first half. That or the play that they ran at the goal line when they got the slot singled up on the safety where
right,
you thought it might have been pass interference. That's coming right here, but we've got, you got to go back to things that have been successful.
And I don't feel like you have to score before the end of the quarter.
No.
But you can't give the ball back. You got to carry the ball into the fourth.
And right now, the Maryville offense pretty much got your defense, on a yo-yo in a rocking chair. They don't know which way to go. And it's not, and it's a sack. And that's the thing about the 3-4. You never know where it's coming from.
Right, and that came from the outside that time.
They just slanted the line across you get two guys blocking a down lineman, and they bring the outside linebacker off the edge. Just a blown protection right there. And now the worst-case scenario for LaGrange is you didn't score, and now you're punting from your own end zone.
Right, and they're going to get that ball probably
around.
We're going to go back and look at that sack here, change of possession. Want to see if what you were just talking about, we can kind of take a deeper insight.
Now, nice play on special teams by LaGrange right there.
Wrapped it all the way up to the 40.
But he's going to end up with the ball. If they marked that at the 40, he caught the ball at the 37 and got knocked backwards.
All right, let's take a look. So here's the play that got the sack.
They're going to bring this 5 technique defensive end across the tackle's face, and the tackle and the guard are going to end up blocking him, and they're going to bring slot pressure, and he's going to be unblocked.
We'll go back to this play here in just a minute. Get the play taken care of.
So you got 1st and 10 Maryville. They did spot it at the 40, which is criminal. Tight end trips to the left. Little play action. They're going deep. That was really nice defense right there. Really nice. He got his head around. Did he get you?
Nah. Just slapping it. Good old-fashioned Yellow Jackets at this point.
That was, that was Maryville going for the throat right there.
Right. You can go ahead and take care of him at that point.
That was, and it was really nice defense out there on the corner. Got his head around in the last seconds. Ball hit him right in the head. It would have been
best place to hit him, man.
Yeah.
Don't hit him in the hands.
Well,
that's the worst spot.
That's why he's playing DB in the first place.
Yes, that is correct.
They got trips to the field right here. Well, yeah, I guess you could call it the field. Trips to the left. Tight end motions across to a doubles look. Just a clear out route. And they picked up 6, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 4, and Maryville's in 2-down territory right here.
And not bad at all when we're throwing catch-wise. 3rd down at about 5. People are commenting in. Finally, we got a couple people watching the game. My old center from college, Mr. James. He enjoyed that one. We'll have to give a shout-out to number 50. It's always nice if he's able to chime in. He lives down in Florida. He's a Gator fan. Can't hold that against him.
Yeah, well,
Everybody's got to be something, I guess.
See if LaGrange brings the pressure right here. They're in straight man. There's no safety on the field. Tight end's out here all by himself.
Oh.
So is he.
Oh.
And he
you
dropped
can't drop it.
Oh, my word. Number 4 is so wide. I know he was open.
It's scary. It is scary when you're that wide open. I mean, we're watching it on the replay right now, and it's just like, throw me the ball. No.
Yeah, the worst part about it is the tight end comes out from underneath, and there's nobody around him at all.
No.
At all.
Coming out of that, you're exactly right. We're at the 1-minute mark here in.
There's a flag on the play, so I don't know.
The 3rd quarter.
They're going to decline this and leave it at 4th and, 4? 4th and 3? Yeah, they are. They declined it. I don't even know what the penalty was. Let's see what it was. Illegal shift.
Illegal shift. Well, they did.
I think
they did, but they are working that sideline. Coach Chambers is working that sideline for LaGrange. That's where they threw the flag from. He's like, he's not set. He's not set.
Keep doing it, Coach Chambers.
I'm telling you.
Hey, Wind, how are you?
74, I just saw you chime in. I appreciate that too, Mr. Beckman. I always got some nice to have some Maryville College grads watching some games all the way. This one's from Tennessee. He was my right tackle, or my left tackle, not my right tackle. Harold Lynn was my.
Straight man coverage again for LaGrange right here. Sprint out, 1st down, touchdown if he throws it to the tight end.
Throw and catch.
He ran out of bounds.
Goodness gracious, there was a back block. I think.
Yes.
I just saw him flying that way. Whew.
I saw that. I mean, I was wondering what it took him so long to get the ball to the flat
He did,
right
and
there.
then it was like he held up too. He did. It looked like it was an ear hole. I went back and saw the replay. He didn't let loose.
He was kind.
Yes, he was.
He was probably thinking,
he was not a cold-hearted snake.
If I do this and they throw a penalty for illegal blindside block on me, I will never play again. LaGrange has pretty much had to go to this right now where they've got to get as many people inside the box as they can. So that's out and up.
Reach up.
That was a touchdown.
Bring it down.
They're going to call.
It's
either going to be he went out of bounds and touched it first, or they're going to call offensive pass interference.
I think he's out of bounds. He threw his hat down to where
Yeah.
the ball was, so I'm going to go with that, where the hat went down.
That was really, they've got so much that comes off of their running game, man. This is impressive to watch. All of their play action passes that come off is really, really nice.
Let's see what Mr. Whitecap has to say.
We have a meeting of the minds.
The best is when I have both cameramen show me the exact same shot, and at this point I'm so tired, I'm not going to necessarily tell them to do anything. I just want to go take a nap at this point.
Let's see what
21-9. Usually I'm sleeping at this point during the day. What's Mr. Whitecap going to say?
Illegal touching.
By the offense. Player went out of bounds. That was the first touch over pass. Penalty is loss of down. Second down.
So it
Second
just
down and
stays-
10, so it's an incomplete pass.
Incomplete
That's all it
pass, all it is.
realistically is. It's an incomplete pass.
Which begs the question, just say incomplete pass. Because this guy's still trying
I'll
to
tell
mark
you
off
one
a
thing.
penalty.
And I'll argue and look. I mean, we don't have time. Yeah, I do. I'm going to roll it down. So this is where he's saying that he was out of bounds right here. And I'm disagreeing with it, but I'm not disagreeing. No, I just,
Did he hit the pylon?
I don't know. I mean, you look at that and go, okay, did he jump? You know, I look at that and try to say, okay, hey, that was pretty close for somebody to want to throw their hat down and go in that direction. It's pretty hard. They still, Coach Hayes is still trying to get some clarification.
Yeah, he's down there. He ain't happy about it either.
No, he's not. If you go ahead and watch this, the replay itself is killing me just because I'm sitting here going, all right, where is that happening? Okay. Now, that's a great catch.
It
and
was.
They want to take it back from him.
All right.
Now, we have the contract where we film LaGrange. I might lose this contract after being –
I know one thing. They're testing it every way they can. They've shifted the tight end, and they've run it out of every formation they can run, that buck sweep, power sweep, whatever you stretch.
Right.
They're running it, pulling those guards, getting them outside.
That's going to be the last play of the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen, here at Callaway Stadium. I'm Bo McMichael with Craig Chapman. Got the fourth quarter. Maryville College, LaGrange Panthers, homecoming 2018. The score's 21-9. Coach Chapman, talk to me a little bit about, somebody came in and said, hey, what happened in this third quarter? I left. I went and got a snack. The Panthers were up 9-7. And then now I'm looking at 21-9. How did the two touchdowns come about?
Well, the Panthers are their own worst enemy in this season. They pick up a fumble and return it 46 yards to the Maryville 4 on the first series, and then go backwards, lose 12 yards, and line up to kick a 43-yard field goal. And after that point, well, not a 43-yard field goal, a 33-yard field goal. And then after that point, everything went south. Field goal was blocked. Maryville had a 70-yard scoring drive. The first play after the blocked field goal was a 42-yard run. After that, the Panthers went 3 and out. Maryville took over at the 50 and went 50 yards for a touchdown, and now they're sitting down inside the Panthers' 30-yard line again, looking to score. And if they
is this a nail in the coffin at this point?
It is.
I mean, it increases. I mean, we're already at a 2-score lead right now. We got a nice wind coming across.
Yes,
we're having to hold the 10 a little bit.
Yeah,
we came with a gully washer at the beginning with. It was raining so bad we had to lower things down. I got people yelling at me. I'm yelling at them. It's good times indeed.
But you're looking right here. It's third down. It's third and about 5 or 6 maybe, and you're looking at it as this is if I'm Maryville, I'm not thinking about kicking a field goal. I'm thinking about scoring a touchdown. You know, and they've run the ball at will however they wanted to. So they're in a tight slot look right here. You know, I'd be really cognizant of the RPO with the quick out from the slot. And there's the curl wide open. The only thing you can't do is that.
No, and you don't want to throw it behind your receiver, maybe in front. But Maryville still hasn't allowed a sack. Give a little shout out to the offensive lineman of the group right there.
Here comes the field goal unit.
And a nice train in the background.
That is, yeah.
I'm so happy I don't have to go to a Falcons game tomorrow. I have to go to one on Monday, but I'm okay with that. It's nice to have a day off on Sunday. I might not wait, and then I got to go to Boo at the Zoo on Sunday.
There you go.
I got to go to Boo at the Zoo.
Ian Hubbs back in to try this right here. It's going to be a 36-yard attempt into the wind right here. Our nice, slight breeze has picked up.
He got a hold of that one.
Drilled it. So it's 24-9. It's still a two-score game, though.
Well, yes.
You're looking at it from small victories for the Panthers right here. If you can get a touchdown right here.
I like your small victories.
If you can get a touchdown right here and you can make the extra point, then you got a chance to,
Well, you're going for two, correct?
I would kick the first one and make it an 8-point game. So, because if you go for two on the first try and you don't get it, it's still a two-score game.
Right, I agree. I understand what you're saying.
But I'm this right here, if you've got something that you've held back, if you had something special, if there's a trick that you have that you think you got, you've already run a reverse and it was very successful. But if you've got something that you put in, now's the time to run it. It's not time to wait till it's a one-score game. You got to run it to make it a one-score game.
Agreed.
No, we had.
This is a great region game.
Yeah.
Conference game, not a region. My brain's thinking football.
High school.
Yeah. Still. Somebody just texted me. I'm at the stadium. I'm set up. Got a couple games going on today, so my brain's just trying to make sure everything's okay.
Jeez. Like I said earlier in the game, you're not busy enough. All right. So now here's the bad thing right here. If you kick this thing up in the wind, it's going to slow it down. You better be ready to.
Oh, that other one just literally held it on the 35-yard line and dropped it like a rock.
Let's see if they.
Let's see what happens. He gonna pop it up or kick it low?
Oh no!
No.
And there it goes in reverse.
Who's
again.
getting it? Oh, he's taking it that time.
13.
He wraps up.
Right at the 30, they're going to give him to the 30-yard line, so 70 yards. So if you've got anything in your playbook that you got right now, it's time to.
What do you have in the playbook, man? What do you have? And I'm a sustained driver. Let's chop it down the field as we go.
I'm just saying, if you get to that point where you get to a certain part of the field, if you've got a trick that you like, now's the time.
Right.
Maybe not right here, but if you get it closer to midfield and you want to take a shot on first down, now's the time to take it.
Oh, I agree.
Trips right for the Panthers right here at their own 30.
Flag on the play.
It's either illegal formation or offsides.
I always just like yell out face mask. It could have been a face mask, man. I always enjoy
before
the snap.
play.
Yeah, before the snap. Well, we do appreciate LaGrange letting us come out here and broadcasting tonight or today. Very rarely do I ever have the opportunity to call my alma mater from Maryville and be able to call this game. That was kind of the way I looked at it. Lack of sleep, lack of energy. I'm trying to get going on this part. So I'm glad to be down here. Kind of got made sure that I joined in and watched the game. Anytime Maryville comes down below the state lines of Georgia, it's always nice to see it.
All right, 1st and 5 right here after the offsides penalty. That's simulating a snap, but hey, right here you got it. 1st and 5 for LaGrange in doubles right here. Stretch. And that right there is the best that play's run all day. And you got to wonder if maybe Maryville's sitting back a little bit, waiting. Make them to what you said. Make them drive the field.
Well, that one. Burn some clock. Do that, and they're not going to get burnt deep. That's the goal.
That would be the thing.
You want to score quick. I'm not going to lie. 9 to 24. You want to score quick.
Yeah, but I'm saying that from a Maryville perspective, you're going to sit back right here and not give up anything cheap. Bubble screen. Oh.
Whew.
Nice first down completion right there. Gain
He
of
was
about,
using his hands trying to push off that turf.
Gain of about 8, and that would be something I come back to probably right here just to see, because they caught them right there. They had a good. That was close to being a big play. That,
it was.
That you didn't sign up for. You know what I'm saying?
All right, you were just hoping to get a first down, and you
Yep.
did.
Fake the screen. There he is.
Oh, it
And
didn't
he
get his head
overthrew
around
him.
quick enough.
That was interesting. They brought that guy from the backfield. Nice design on the play right there. Very nice. May have had a little bit of pressure up front that caused the ball to come out a little bit earlier than he wanted it to.
And from a panic mode, the DB, the cornerback, did not grab. He could have easily
Yes.
grabbed and thought, whoa, because the running back had full speed coming out of the backfield.
I can assure you, if I was a DB,
I'd
I would
have grabbed him.
Got an empty left right here for the Panthers. They'll be real cognizant of where I think that's number 4, the outside linebacker for Maryville. Looks like we're fixing to get some kind of stunt, and there it is. Picked up.
Going deep.
Got him.
Great grab. I tell you, these receivers have some hands.
Yes, they do.
From the Panthers.
Down at the 8. I think that's the 8. There's 77 lines down there, so I'm trying to figure it out.
Who just caught the ball?
23.
23 caught the ball. Well, they're going to definitely make it interesting.
Oh yeah. Well, that was the hope when we got here, right? That was David Apeg, sophomore wide receiver.
A sophomore.
And he is from Columbus, Georgia. Played at Northside High School in Columbus.
Okay.
So 1st and goal has not been kind to the Panthers today. That was a really nice run, though.
All right, so not that I want you to scan the numbers on the defense for Maryville, but are they starters out there?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking over the fence like a little kid at a toy shop trying to say so we do have. So I was wondering how much, because they've caught them off guard a little bit, got them on their heels right now. Let's see what happens.
They changed quarterbacks. They got a bigger quarterback in. No, I would say that he's probably fixing to carry the football right here.
Well, they need to get it in. They struggle inside the red zone right now.
They're 0 for today.
Down again.
And
This has got to be very frustrating for Coach Chambers and the Panthers.
See if
it is getting windy up here.
Yes, it is. And that's an interesting thing because, you take your side and you pick the wind. You didn't know it was going to be 20 miles an hour by the end of the game.
Right, knowing that it's going to be pushing in that direction.
This is 2 down territory. It's 3rd and goal at the 2-yard line right here.
And they spread them out.
They've had them spread out though. Their linebackers are, they've got guys on both sides.
Only 3 down linemen. Why wouldn't you run it?
They are. They're going to run the option.
It's the pitch. Good tackle. Wrapped him up.
Actually lost a yard. They're going to mark it right back at the 2.
So is this the ball game right here?
With 11 minutes left.
I mean, it's 4th. They're going 4th and goal. Now you got people coming off the bench a little bit, kind of excited to see what happens here. All right, get your popcorn, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what happens.
If this was me, it would be sprint out. Give them a run-pass option.
I don't know. Part of me just wants to do a draw straight up the middle if you can block some line.
He didn't get in.
Did he get in?
No. They gave it to him. The guy on this other side gave it to him.
Now I got to look at it. Now you're going to make me dig into there.
Guy right here scored a touchdown. He called it a touchdown. Now let's see if he stays with it. Line judge down here said he was down.
Or he did. I'm saw line judge put his hand up.
Let's see what they stay with.
Indicator.
They're going to stay with the line judge. He's going to call him down.
Oh, these refs ain't going to make it out of here.
No, they are not.
They're not going to make it out. They are not going to make it out. Oh.
Because the ref on the LaGrange sideline called it a touchdown. The guy on the Maryville sideline called him down.
I tell you, I know. That's what I saw on that part. Oh.
Woo. I'm glad I'm not him.
No. No. We'll see if it comes up here in a minute. They want a replay. So they for the replay. We'll come back to this play here in a minute. That's the 4th down play. Now this talk about a drive killer right here. I'm up for a 99-yard drive.
Wow.
I thought that ball was about to pop out. Got a little wiggly right there.
Wow. Take a snap 5 yards deep in the end zone and then have the quarterback run. That was just quarterback follow. That was a Georgia Tech play from the gun. He's going to call his knee going down. 2nd and 3 right here for Maryville.
We'll come back to that play.
It's going to end up being 3rd and about 1. Now, if you're LaGrange, you got to send everybody right here. You got to get them. You got to keep them pinned and force them to punt. But it gets right here. It looks like it's going to be straight downhill for Maryville. There's the sweep.
And not be able to stop enough for a 1st down.
That's 1st down.
Clock is running.
Going to go under 9 minutes right here. Anytime they need any yards, they're going to pull those 2 big cards, and they're going to run that play right there. That's about the best LaGrange has played it the whole game right there too.
And when you need to do it as well.
I'm surprised they haven't gone back, set the tight end into the boundary and ran it down here again. 1st and 10, Maryville at the at their own 13-yard line. There's the same play with the quarterback. Smart. Gain of about 1 or 2 on the play, but he slides down to make sure the clock keeps rolling as we go under 8 minutes and 30 seconds right here. Maryville with a 15-point advantage over LaGrange here in the 4th quarter at homecoming.
Yes, 2018. We got a Maryville College homecoming coming up, I think, next week. I definitely won't be making that, unfortunately.
Who would that opponent be?
Oh, you're quizzing me on that one. I can't say it off the top of my head. That almost was a ricochet.
Wow.
And number 21's hand going the other way.
Yes.
And said it on the piece of paper what game they had next week. The cameraman's being our statistician as well. You got to give it for Burke here. The 27th, Everett. Is that Everett? Is this, yeah, they're playing Everett. 2 o'clock for homecoming. Well, Maryville's looking for their possible 2nd playoff appearance in school history. They've got to continue to win and go down that road to have that opportunity.
3rd down, power sweep. Imagine that.
Stay in bounds.
And 1st down, I think.
Everybody wants to get excited about the truck, and it just kind of he sat down. And you can look at this on the replay. He just sat down on him right here. Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah, he hurt my ribs.
It was 3rd down and 8, and they have run the power sweep, buck sweep, Green Bay sweep, whatever you want to call it. It's been sweep, and it's been successful, ultra successful.
Clock is ticking away here right at the 7-minute mark. Callaway Stadium, 2018, October 20th here.
And they're going for the jugular right here. And the wind killed that play.
It did. It's like when you throw it and just watching it go out of his cell right there.
That he had a step on him, and the ball looked like it was going to be right there, and then the wind happened.
Right.
I mean, it just blew that thing. It put it in reverse. I don't understand why you would. I mean, I understand why you do that on first down, but you're doing such a good job of running the clock.
Right. And I know. No, I don't. I'm not a person on that part. I'm all about controlling the ball.
Power sweep. Just zone.
Good stiff arm.
Nice tackle. That was number 3.
He was trying to go for the stiff arm and was able to stop him.
And if I'm not mistaken, let me see if I'm right here. That was number 3. That was Shamar Slappy, the senior defensive lineman from Cochran, Georgia, who was also the homecoming king.
Okay.
I thought I could throw that one in there.
You did. That's a good job paying attention at halftime, man. I was not paying attention at halftime concerning that one.
I had to watch
this is, yes, I understand that. When your college is this close in that direction, they didn't have football when I had the opportunity to go to college.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was interesting. The only football we had here was intramural flag football.
He's going to cross his body.
He got a first down.
That was a nice throw and catch for the Scots.
Dang, that was without.
He waited and waited and waited till that developed.
Where'd they call him out of bounds at? The 42?
It had to be the
probably about
44. Should be the 44-yard line.
Well, it should be, but they gave him at the 42.
That's a horrible spot.
I know, man.
That's a horrible spot.
It's been bad all day, and here comes the quick screen. Fake the quick screen. There it is. He's wide open.
Throw and catch to his best. Scots take it for 7.
I hate to say I said that was coming.
I know. They baited him the whole time for that. And it was the whole time waiting for that.
That was one of those things that, if as a play caller, if you can be that patient and wait on that and wait on that.
I know. And then go, okay, let's go.
And that right there with 6:13, it makes it Maryville 30, LaGrange 9, and it's pretty much all she wrote.
The only question remains is, are we giving them 6 or are we giving them 7 here? 30-9, the wind's picking up. Train whistles in the background. Oh, he been aiming for that goalpost all game. So, with 6 minutes and 13 seconds remaining here in the third quarter, or in the fourth quarter. Let's not do this quarter again. Maryville 30, LaGrange 9.
Yeah, and if you could, if you had one thing to take away from this game,
what would you take away? I mean, to me, it's almost a tale of two halves.
It is a tale of two halves.
I felt like the first half was it was equally matched.
Yeah,
I mean, it was 9-7, but it easily could have been one way or another. But to me, the whole game comes down to that down there on the 5-yard line, and you couldn't.
Twice.
Well, just that first time, they pick it up, they run the ball, meaning LaGrange takes the ball on a fumble recovery, takes it the other direction, but they can't get it in. And because you can't get it in, you kick a field goal, it gets blocked, and the world of momentum is shifting right then and there.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, they had it twice within a 6 or 7 play span.
A hair throw.
And then you had, and then you get thrown, then you get stopped short right there. So you had the ball inside.
Missed opportunities is, I will say this. You always ask that question. Oh, that ball's hanging in the air. Fair catch it. Nope. Running up there. 23 with the ball. He takes it. Oh, found an opening at the 40, 45, 50, 50, 45. I said 55 to the 40. Out of bounds right at the 38.
Here comes some flags. So all the stuff you just did gets washed away because of the after the play mess. So
and the one thing that you never do is when you're on the opposing team sideline, you just get out of there and go.
Yeah, you run. You don't.
No, you're in enemy territory.
There's a lot more.
If I told you some things that some of my friends, teammates used to do when we were rookies and that little freshmen, you came to our sideline, that was the only chance for us to get action at that point. It was horrible.
And so that was not a place you wanted to be, is what you're telling me?
Yep. I watched one of my guys, he reached down there, he fell on the ground. Next thing I know, he's putting cleats into the guy. I'm like, you can't be doing that. Cannot be doing that. So what are they going to do here? And you don't want anybody thrown out of the game. You got a homecoming game next week.
Oh, so this is going to get worse.
Both. Wow. That nice long run.
So you were supposed to start at the 40, and now you're going to start at your own 15. Wow. And that kind of just sums up the second half right there.
I would agree on that part.
I just heard him yell 2-minute offense from the sideline, so this should be.
I mean, you're going to see this. Let's watch this play real quick, and let's see if we can see the holding. Okay, they catching the ball right here.
They called it right there.
Okay, so then you out of bounds. Where's the late hit?
Well, the kicker and the guy get tied up, and then the
That's
guy
what
comes
they're going
in
to call.
late.
Oh,
Yeah.
Barely missing the play watching it.
All right, doubles for LaGrange, 1st and 10 at the 15, and sack number 3 of the day.
Another sack for the Scots. That's the 4th or 5th of the game.
Looks like there may be a Scott. That's 92. I know number 92 for Maryville had the first sack, and he was in on that one.
Well, we're right around the 5-minute mark here in the 4th quarter. A couple reminders here. Maryville College plays their homecoming next week up in Maryville against Everett. And LaGrange is on the road against
Brevard.
Brevard. That was a better name than I did. I pointed to the teacher of the group to make sure he could spell that correctly.
Shallow cross right there.
Oh, good snack.
Nice move right there to get away from
that.
Got
back to almost to the start of the
It's going to bring up 3rd and 10 right here as the clock runs. LaGrange is going to put trips to the field.
That November 3rd game here against Methodist is going to be a tough game. Methodist is pretty good this year.
Is that Methodist in Tennessee?
Yeah,
in Tennessee?
no, North Carolina.
North Carolina?
Yeah, the Monarchs.
3-man rush right here.
He's throwing it deep. 2 men down there. Goodness.
Everybody
too many people in the vicinity to be throwing a flag.
Here comes another flag. I know they didn't see it, but
what's that?
The receiver right here for LaGrange is running back, and I don't know what they were having a little talk, and he gave him a good 2-hand shove to the back of the skull. So and that will bring.
Well, it's your 2-minute offense, and it lead it to
bring on the punting unit.
We're at 4 minutes and some change. Glad to have everybody with us. Appreciate LaGrange having us come out. I know they had another broadcast as well. We just wanted to come out and kind of make it 2 different ventures, one LaGrange side, one Maryville side. Sometimes we do commentary where we're always neutral. I'm definitely not neutral. That ball caught that air. Tip of the toe right on the 34-yard line. If the ref is spotting it, it should be at the 20.
He got that one right. So that's a 19-yard punt.
All right. We'll see how the clock runs at this point at 4:40. Good victory here for the Scots. They'll improve their record.
Looks like they've made some changes in the offensive backfield.
They'll improve their record to 4-2 overall, 4-0 in the USA South Conference. That's enough to be tied for first place, getting ready for a showdown here soon to see if they're going to be
touchdown.
Going deep.
Down at the 1.
He going to say the grab was there. That's pretty. Somebody might said it was like butter. Could have been butter. That was pretty.
33-yard completion.
Oh, he didn't. He dragged his back foot. That was nice. That was nice indeed.
Do we know any history between these teams?
What?
Is there any history between
That's a little bit. They're definitely it's an intense group.
Okay.
I think when especially you get these state rivals right next to each other.
It's a recruiting thing.
And now it's even more of a conference thing as well.
So we got 1st and goal right here. Timeout. Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, I was sitting there waiting for the sweep, and they came out trips.
And that's a little rough. You're up 30-9, and you launching it.
Yeah, that was the reason why I asked.
I know. I realized that. It took
like,
me a minute or two.
Okay.
I know.
You know.
I know everybody deals with points.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. It's all about. I mean,
is that how they do?
Yeah.
Playoffs?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, then that makes sense.
I mean, you don't want to let up in that situation, so I understand it.
Well, then that makes a lot more. Now I understand the reasoning for that. Be interesting to see. You know, they've run 4 or 5 plays inside the goal line area, and they've been just massive holes. Here comes Power. Now this quarterback. Touchdown.
Wrap up enough for a touchdown. Give him 6. Increasing the lead.
Touchdown was for number 12, Adam Diggs, senior from Knoxville, Tennessee. And now the most interesting play of the game so far today is the point after attempt.
It is. I mean, they have come in, I mean, in different shapes and sizes. Kicking game always seems to do that, though.
Especially when you get weather.
Yes, and the wind. And it's good.
Makes it right. No.
Increases the lead to 37-9.
So we're
3 minutes and 57 seconds remaining.
So from 1st and goal at the 4 with a 2-point lead,
right,
to giving up 30 unanswered.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, I wouldn't want to be in film.
Well, and based on the company that films for LaGrange Panthers, we'll go home and upload it. And Score Sports films for LaGrange, and that's why we're having that opportunity to come out here. And we actually be able to send the stuff over to Maryville as well. So that's always nice. And do that. Maryville actually brings their own filming crew as well. I don't take offense to that. So, to which it's owned. Everybody does it.
So we're going to sit right here with just under 4 minutes left in a 28-point game. You know, I'm just interested to see if we have any tempers flare. We've already had a.
No, to me, be interesting. I hope not. I mean, right now you want to be able to get out of here. You get ready for your next 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
Both teams got 3 games left in the season. I believe in many ways, this is Maryville's chance to actually secure a conference championship, head themselves into the playoffs, get that opportunity to play in the Division III.
Did they do the Division III the way they do the
Yeah, whoever wins their conference does make it in
okay.
there. Yeah. That was bad. When I was a player within Maryville, we were in a non-conference. So you had to go undefeated plus click your heels together 3 times to hope to get in.
I got you. So we're waiting for pooch kick number 20.
Up in the air it goes, right at about the 23-yard line. 23 takes it, he's a little wiry, gentleman. Getting to the outside, gets it all the way up to about the 45-yard line. He's going to say he stepped out on the 43.
He had the long catch last time for the Panthers that set him up inside the 10.
Well, Craig, it's been really nice calling this game with you, man. I mean, we usually don't do this stuff until the spring and the summer.
No, we get the same weather, though.
We do. Well, I mean, at least it didn't rain on us.
Yes.
And I'm all about making sure we don't get ourselves in too much trouble with football still going on in the high school level for you and your team. And me and my company still dealing with high school football as coaches are texting me as we speak, asking about things.
Well, this was nice. Getting to be back on campus is pretty cool, seeing all the changes. And I'm not going to lie to you. you know, it's amazing to see what this college has grown from just in the time that I've left.
Oh, it's when you look at it from, I mean, granted, I'm well past 20 years away from college, and the college that exists now up in Maryville, for me, it's unrecognizable based on that. There are still certain landmarks, but that's about it, which is nice to see that growth. Good throw and catch for LaGrange. They're moving down the field right at under 3-minute mark here left in the ball game.
1st and 10 after 11 yards. Had a 6-yard or 7-yard completion and a 4-yard completion. They look pretty comfortable in the empty set, I will say. And it's just wondering if it's certain things. You know, I know they had a coaching change.
Oh, he dropped his mouthpiece. Here we go.
That happens sometimes. And then put it right back in the top of his helmet.
Yeah, best place for it to go.
And it's going to hurt right here.
Yes.
I thought that was going to be a lot worse. He happened to slide up. And that is the 4th sack of the day for Maryville.
Right around the 2-minute mark.
Clock rolls under 2:40.
5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for those people in Hawaii watching the game.
Empty right for LaGrange right here on 2nd down and 15.
Good throw and catch for the Panthers. I believe we're seeing new players for the Scots.
Gain of about 11 right there.
But lost opportunities would be the title for this game for LaGrange. The game was in their reach the whole up until realistically halfway through the 3rd quarter.
And if they stick it, if they score down there on that 4th down, it's a 1-score game
right.
again. So,
and then next thing you know, you're looking at 37-9,
yep.
where everybody kind of took a breath away from it, and that was it.
And somebody will say, well, y'all are trying to be nice. No, we're actually being realistic.
Takes it all the way down to about the 28-yard line.
That was the first real true RPO tonight.
Right.
That's worked really well.
And if you're a Maryville defensive player, you don't want them to score.
No.
You want the goose egg. You want the round off of the 28 straight points.
And if you're LaGrange, you're right here. You're trying to figure out something that is a positive that you can take into your next game. Not getting to see these guys week to week. I have no idea what Brevard has.
Right.
But you don't want to end the game, with the entire second half being a goose egg when
right.
you had the opportunities that you had.
The missed opportunities at that, right. Right at 90 seconds remaining here in the ball game.
And that is a touchdown.
Oh, they're going to say he dropped it?
Was it a touchdown?
Broke the plane. Look at, they're all pointing towards the scoreboard.
22-yard touchdown pass right there.
Yeah. They're trying to say whether he dropped it or not. All right. The rough part is we got to go through the extra point to field goal. The whole kit and caboodle for 90 seconds left.
They're going for 2.
Say again?
They're going for 2.
You would hope.
He's in.
2-point conversion's good.
Little option route right there. Get us to 37-17.
Let's line up for the onside kick. Let's see what happens.
No, it's amazing to watch it. We don't get to see a lot of this when we're, especially not in the league I'm in, when you got very limited coaching staffs.
Well, you can have a whole nother team going down.
Yeah, but I'm just sitting there watching it. The 2-point conversion, that guy just raised both arms, and we're talking about an option route. And I'm watching out here, and the kickoff team for LaGrange is sprinting on the field. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And they obviously had an idea about what they were going to do right then.
Right. They know they're going for this.
And it helps to have headsets that work, since ours haven't worked for 2 weeks.
Well, once again, we appreciate everybody tuning in to us. We've had some steady viewership. It's always nice. Like I said, it was more or less sent out to friends and people that our Maryville fans and LaGrange fans. Wanted them to kind of see two different views. Coach Chapman being a LaGrange grad, I myself being a Maryville grad. Onside. Oh, he pooched it and fair catched it.
I can't believe they didn't call offsides.
Nah. Oh. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we're wrapping up the game here. I want to wish everybody a very safe trip back to Maryville. If you came down as a homecoming-wise, nice to see everybody coming out for the festivities. When we showed up, it hadn't started pouring down rain yet until we got the tent up. So I was happy about that. Our cameraman's giving us the Taylor Swift "Shake It Off" sign. He does not want it to rain before we get out of here. And these clouds look ominous. You see that little cloud over there? I'll bend down a little bit.
Yeah.
Timeout. Minute 10 remaining. 37-17. Got to make sure you get everybody in that you're supposed to get in.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what this is. I'm digging Maryville's uniforms. I just wish I could see the numbers better.
Yeah. If Coach Collins was here, he'd be cussing at us about that. They are run by Adidas. Everything is sponsored through Adidas.
Throw a little RPO screen right there. Like you said, making sure that everybody gets in and gets a chance to do something.
You got to be able to look. It's the only way to evaluate them on the on game film. I mean, it goes with both teams.
It does. If you're going to go in and play,
everybody's got to get that chance.
And everybody practices.
Yes.
I heard a coach say, "Hey, those guys practice too." So.
Yeah.
Nice run.
A little scat back all over the place, right down to about the 42-yard line.
Maryville does a lot of things, and they do a lot of things good. They were very good on the sweep tonight with the power sweep, but they do a lot of stuff, a lot of movement, a lot of shift in their offense, and it's impressive to watch. And that's something you don't want to see is when you get into the game and have somebody get hurt.
Right. And the best thing is all my equipment on battery-wise is everything's running down low now. And, of course, somebody gets hurt with 55 seconds remaining. I'm just like, let's run to the end of the game. And then somebody comes back, what was the outcome? Well, it was the greatest comeback in LaGrange Panther history. 7 onside kicks, a couple of double passes. I've never seen anything like it. Paying attention to the scores. Ron, Mr. tight end for Rob Gronkowski, didn't take the jet to Chicago. He's not playing against Chicago. And looks like the Michigan Wolverines just won their 7th straight.
That was a weird game. It had a weather delay.
They serious about that kind of stuff, man. Nowadays,
buddy, They just had started. They had a pregame scuffle.
Where did they play? TCU?
No. Oklahoma played TCU.
That's right, okay.
Yeah, Michigan State and Michigan had a pregame shuffle.
Oh, it was Michigan State.
Yeah, they were at Michigan State. So it was an interesting thing to hear on the road on the way here.
All right, clock is ticking.
We're under 40.
I'm very confused by it all.
One more snap.
Yep.
See if they run power sweep again just for one more time. Nope. Quarterback keep. Nice tackle on the edge right there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that should do it here at Callaway Stadium. Thanks for all tuning in. Hope you enjoy yourselves. Enjoy your weekend. Find somebody give a hug to. Make sure you look out for everybody. Glad to have it. Craig, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Love the chance to be back on the hill.
I hear you. Mr. Coleman, Mr. McMichael, thank y'all for filming. Appreciate y'all being out here tonight. Y'all take care of yourself. Final score, Maryville 37, LaGrange 17. Maryville still undefeated in conference play. We'll see what that has to offer. LaGrange trying to turn this thing around and get some victories, round out the season. Have a great night. Be safe. Take care of yourselves.